Youth Hockey Hub presents Friday Night Ice. Brought to you by Luther Automotive. Top teams facing off in big games under the lights. Friday Night Ice, the state of hockey's brightest tradition.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are no deer, there are no antelope, but we are certainly at home on the range. Welcome to the final Friday Night Ice broadcast of the season. Have we got a treat on tap for you tonight? Section 7AA rivals, Grand Rapids and Rock Ridge, going head-to-head here at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. I am just one very small piece of the FNI team. My name is Peter Oddy. I am here with Tony Scott. Tony, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing great. This is my favorite time of year. You know, section playoffs, section seeding. We have girls seeding coming out tonight already in 7AA. And we got a game that's going to decide a lot. If Rapids wins, they're going to be number one. You heard it here first. They'll be number one. If they lose, I think Forest Lake will be cheering. We got a lot of other people in the building. We saw Hibbing here tonight. Everybody's interested in seeing this one. A lot of rivalry, a lot of fun.
Everybody's here to see the home team, Rock Ridge, in this beautiful new-ish building. Tony, tell me a little bit about the Wolverines.
Well, the Wolverines are right around 500 right now. If you watched Hockey Day Minnesota, you saw them give St. Thomas a really good game. It's a merger. If you don't know what Rock Ridge is, it's a merger between mostly Virginia and mostly Evelyn, but there's a lot of other communities nearby that make up this co-op, and they got a great hockey team too.
The Wolverines 10-11 coming into tonight's game. The Wolverines, the Section 7AA runners-up, losing in a great game last year at Amsoil Arena. Maybe not off to the start they were hoping for at this point of the season, but you have to believe they'll turn it around.
I watched them last year on the internet play against Grand Rapids. It was the most highly entertaining regular season game of the year. This is part of the reason I watched that game. I said, I want that game next year in Virginia. And what Daddy wants, Daddy gets.
All right, we're 2 minutes in, and you've referred to yourself as Daddy.
I'm joking.
Last week you called yourself Jesus, and this year
no, I did
are
not.
Daddy.
I did not.
We are here in Virginia, and as Tony mentioned a second ago, this is a co-op team, the co-op of all co-ops up here on the Iron Range. And you and Matt Jasper spent some time with the Rock Ridge Wolverines learning about how they've come together and how they're creating chemistry just a couple years in.
The rivalry between northern Minnesota hamlets, Evelyn and Virginia, is as Minnesotan as hockey itself. The two towns, separated by just 12 miles of copper-colored earth once rich in iron ore, have done battle in high school hockey since the baby boomer generation populated the rosters. As time has passed, shrinking populations made the state's most unlikely hockey marriage a reality, and the new team, the Rock Ridge Wolverines, represent the area with a regionally cosmopolitan roster.
My name's Colton Bielke. I grew up in Britt, Minnesota, but I played youth hockey at Virginia.
Rory Scuffy, I'm a senior. I live in Fayette, but I went to the Evelyn Gilbert School District and I played for Evelyn Youth Hockey.
I'm Kaz Carlson, I'm a senior. I'm from Embarrass, Minnesota, and I grew up playing hockey in Ely.
My name's Gavin Winich. I'm a junior. I grew up in Evelyn, just 2 blocks from the hip, and I always played youth hockey for Evelyn Gilbert. So we got Evelyn, there's Virginia, we got kids from Tower, Buell, Mount Iron, people who live in Fayette, all over on the range.
As rivals for decades, Virginia and Evelyn drew blood on the ice. For players, the vitriol was learned early, often while making priceless memories while watching some of their first high school hockey action.
It's the Battle of the Bridge. You'd see that on the schedule, Evelyn Gilbert versus the Virginia Blue Devils, and you're just like, well, everyone's going to be at that game. We better show up. It's going to be a great game.
When I turned into a peewee, I kind of started realizing I wanted to watch those games just to see good hockey, but also watching the student sections go at it. I mean, the chants, the yelling, they showed just as much passion as the people on the ice.
I always thought it was sick. I just the high school games. Those were one of my first hockey games, going to the high school games at the Hip, and that's when you kind of just realize that these two teams did not like each other.
Since taking the ice as one high school team for the 2021-2022 season, Rockridge players say that the team's bond has only grown stronger, and they look forward to shaping the next generation of Wolverines on the range.
Obviously, we grew up in somewhat of the same area, so we played on like, say, AAA teams together. We knew of each other, but we never like got along or anything. We still had that rivalry going, but once everyone hit the ice, playing the sport that they love, it kind of just clicks.
Like I said, I think we've all gotten past the Evelyn, Virginia stuff and definitely bonded together and looked to the future of what we are today, and I think that's helped us. Why our program has been on the up the last couple of years and why we've been successful.
I think it's amazing that we came together. I mean, we're all so bonded now and we're just all brothers and we're one, and I think it's great that the community has come together as well.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. You here to pick up my truck?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was easy. Yeah, I knew Luther buys cars, but I had no idea it was this simple and convenient. Is there anything you guys don't do?
Not really.
Will you buy any car?
Yeah.
Even that one?
Even that one.
Wow, you do it all.
Luther Auto, over 40 locations and one of the region's largest inventories. Luther Auto, we do it all.
Some matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
Boy, that was a great job by you and Matt Jasper chatting up those Wolverines. They had some nice things to say about former rivals.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was a lot of fun to kind of learn. You know, I asked the kid, like, where are you from? And he was like, from these towns, Fail. I've never heard of Fail before.
I'm not convinced it's a real place.
It is a real place, and it's my boy.
You and Matt Jasper,
Bialke.
You also spent some time with the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. These kids, no strangers to one another. They've played together forever. They told you a little bit about the support they get from the town, and if you saw the two gals behind us in the black and orange overalls, it's no secret that the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks get a certain level of support from their fans.
It is an unbelievable amount of support, and the funny thing is I played at Grand Rapids 3 years of high school hockey against them. My girlfriend's parents had to scalp tickets to get into the game, right? That'll tell you the historic. I mean, this is in 1986, and they'll tell you the history, and it just keeps getting stronger and stronger. Their bond as a team, their bond as a community between the hockey community and the community is as strong as you find in the state of Minnesota.
And the men tasked with building upon that tradition, an all-star coaching staff for the Thunderhawks. We'll throw it right now to what you and Matt Jasper put together with the Thunderhawk players talking about their coaches.
The coaching hierarchy of hockey teams varies from group to group. Some teams have a CEO behind the bench who delegates specialty duties like power play, penalty kill, and forward and defensive groups to the assistant coaches. Other teams have a specialist, a savant in one aspect of the game whose coaching staff fills in the gaps in other areas. If you're a Thunderhawk, you've got a wealth of knowledge from complementary backgrounds behind you on the bench.
No, I feel like they all bounce off each other really well. If one guy says something, the other guy's there to back him up, and it just kind of plays through really well.
They all just bounce ideas off of each other, and like Dylan said, Grant's the hard guy. He'll yell at you, he'll tell you what to do, but some guys don't understand it sometimes, and that's when Chido or Reed or Steve kind of see it, and they kind of go in and step by step talk about it. So I just think they work really well together.
The listed head coach for the Thunderhawks is Grant Clafton, a fiery former St. Cloud State Husky who doesn't shy away from sending his players a message during practice.
Yeah, me and Grant, again, really good relationship. We get in some arguments and it doesn't really go my way. He wins all those battles. He's a hard coach, but also a good guy, a good character. He truly cares about us, and he wants us to be successful.
Former Bemidji State player Wade Chido is typically the assistant who offers a lollipop after players earn a visit from Dr. Clafton.
He runs the forwards, and we talk through things, certain plays, what did I see, what did he see, kind of stuff like that. Unreal guy. And
defensive experts Reed Larson and Steve Wagner handle the Thunderhawk blue line, and Larson's previous experience as the head coach at Virginia High School make him a master of the details of the game.
I don't think we'd have as good of an organization as we do without Rito. He does a lot of the kind of behind the scenes work. He does a lot for us, and he's a good coach as well.
Wagner's brawling prowess in the NHL and AHL helps maintain the Thunderhawks' physical edge in the defensive end.
Yeah, I think me and him have a really good bond. It's obviously we built it over 4 years, and it's just, I've learned so much from him, and my game has just gone so uphill from him. Just little details a defenseman would need to know, he knows about, because he just played in the NHL and he knows everything, so it's really good.
Like a jazz trio or an Oscar-worthy ensemble, the Thunderhawk coaching staff plays off each other well, with each voice singing a particular part, bringing a pleasant harmony to one of Minnesota's storied high school hockey programs.
The primary cause of snowblower injuries is trying to get the snow and ice unjammed when the snowblower gets clogged.
Where people get into trouble is they shut it off, they think that it's safe now to put their hand in the chute, and then inevitably the fan blades that shoot the snow out are what cause all the injuries.
Snow and ice is going to clog up the snowblower, but the simplest way to clear that is with a stick.
They'll tell you, if you stay and play high school hockey, you won't make it to the next level. They rarely talk about how special it is to play for your community. To represent where you came from, to wear your school's colors, working one-on-one with coaches, and best of all, playing with your best friends. It can be difficult to know if you're hitting the mark. But when you're hitting the mark, you'll know. Custom hockey jerseys proudly made in the USA.
Everyone knows Luther does it all, but did you know you can do it all? At home?
I just sold my car.
On your phone?
I just got pre-approved. I just scheduled an oil change.
Whenever, wherever.
I just bought a new car.
Anything and everything, whenever and wherever. LutherAuto.com. You can do it all.
Welcome back to the top of the bleachers here at the Iron Motor Trail Events Center, continuing with our Friday Night Ice pre-game show. And in just a second, we'll have you view Olivia King chatting with Rockridge assistant coach Cooper McLean. Tony, Cooper told us pre-interview that he's originally from Michigan. He moved to the area for his wife. His wife is from the area. Do you think he's a full-on Rockridge Wolverine yet?
It depends on how many years he's lived here. You've officially become a Minnesotan. 9.5 years, you still got 6 months work to do.
Well, I'm not sure he's been here that long. He doesn't appear to be old enough to have spent that much time here.
So he's close.
So he's close. He's close. He does have a blood relation
Yes,
here
that
in
helps.
the,
It
in
definitely
the
helps.
area. And now we'd like you to take a listen to this interview our own Olivia King did with Rockridge assistant coach Cooper McLean.
Olivia King here with Rockridge assistant coach Cooper McLean. Cooper, you guys are coming off a loss on Tuesday. What did you do this weekend to focus on this game against Grand Rapids?
Just getting back to who we are, right? Our identity. We were right there the whole game, so we weren't too far off, and just started to focus on this one.
Definitely. Who do you think is going to come up big for you tonight?
Our goalie, Wyatt. Yeah, he's due for one, and I think tonight's going to be the game.
Nice, exciting. Talk to me a little bit more about Wyatt.
Awesome kid, on and off the ice. Kind of our backstop, right? He can save the game for sure, so hopefully that's the deal tonight.
Exciting. Well, thank you so much, Coach. We'll be back with Friday Night Ice after a word from our sponsors.
Hey, how's it going? Great. You here to pick up my truck?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was easy. Yeah, I knew Luther buys cars, but I had no idea it was this simple and convenient. Is there anything you guys don't do?
Not really.
Will you buy any car?
Yeah.
Even that one?
Even that one.
Wow, you do it all.
Luther Auto, over 40 locations and one of the region's largest inventories. Luther Auto, we do it all.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Stress fractures in the foot. Generally, the pain is on the top of the foot. There may or may not be much in the way of swelling, but there's usually tenderness, meaning that if you push on the area, it is sore to touch. So if you've had a change in activity, been doing a little bit more and developed pain that hurts when you walk or certainly hurts more when you try and run on it, that's concerning for a stress fracture. Sometimes those can be seen on x-ray, sometimes it requires an MRI to decide whether or not there is a stress fracture there.
Kids grow up wanting to play hockey for their hometown. Entire communities support and cheer for the home team. Here in Minnesota, hockey and home are interconnected. If you're looking for a home builder that shares your passion for hockey, look no further than the official home partner of the Minnesota Wild, Custom One. Visit CustomOneMN.com to learn more. Custom One, home comes first.
Boy, that was a lot of fun spending a few minutes with Cooper. He seems like a really, really nice guy. And I might know Cooper just as well as you know Coach Clafton. I'm teasing. You and Grant Clafton, the head coach of Grand Rapids, go way, way back. What do you know about Grant Clafton?
Well, he coached at Greenway and led the team to a state runner-up finish in 2019. He grew up in Grand Rapids, played his college hockey at St. Cloud State. And he's just got a lot of wisdom, and he's got a lot of passion. And I think in this story, we're going to hear a lot about the passion that these kids have in the story we just talked about, and you'll see it in this interview with Olivia King.
I'll tell you a real quick story. First time I ever met Grant Clafton was after that section final win for Greenway. I found him on the ice, was trying to do a post-game interview, and he had blood on his face or his hands from being hit by a player's stick. So I find this guy who's got his arms folded somewhere on the ice, just drinking it all in, and I tapped him on the shoulder, and he turned around, and I said, "Hi, I'd like to talk to you."
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right.
He was very gracious. He allowed me a few minutes with him all those years ago, and he allowed Olivia King a few minutes pregame. We'll send you to that right now.
Olivia King here with Grand Rapids head coach Grant Clafton. Coach, you guys are coming off a strong win on Tuesday. How are you going to use that to move into this game tonight?
Well, it's definitely a momentum boost. I mean, it was a big game, big section game. It's going to have some implications for seeding. It's no different than the game tonight. We kind of have to put it behind us and start from scratch and go after this one in the same manner.
Exactly. You guys scored 4 goals in that second period of that game. What came from that offensive rush?
Our power play up to this point has been pretty good this year. I think it's hitting at about 35-36%. for high school hockey, that's doing pretty good. We've kind of lived off of that. I would like to see us score a little bit more 5-on-5 goals, but definitely when you get into the playoffs late in the season, I mean, you're dependent on special teams to win you games, and fortunately, so far we've had a pretty good power play.
Who are you seeing really show up for you on your 5-on-5 play?
I mean, we've had a collective group effort. I mean, I really think I got to say, like, Will Shermone is, coming off of an ACL injury from last year. He's been a steady Eddie on our back end, and we've actually moved him up front, and he's been playing up front for us. And I think he's kind of changed the pace of the game. Andrew Ryla is a really good player, real special talent that I think has really helped our team out tremendously. Jamison Duell. Seth Carlson, Dylan Clayton. I mean, they've all done quite well. Will Miskovich is playing good hockey now, and we were missing them for a handful of time. I mean, I think we went 3 or 4 weeks, without having a full lineup together. So it's been nice to get good guys, or get our guys back and get our, our full roster back. And obviously, we did a little carousel with the goaltending, just giving everybody a shot, and I think that Luke Sherlock has done really well in the last 4 or 5 games.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Coach. We'll be back here with Friday Night Ice after a word from our sponsors.
They'll tell you, if you stay and play high school hockey, you won't make it to the next level. They rarely talk about how special it is to play for your community. To represent where you came from, to wear your school's colors, working one-on-one with coaches, and best of all, playing with your best friends. It can be difficult to know if you're hitting the mark. But when you're hitting the mark, you'll know. Custom hockey jerseys proudly made in the USA.
Lots of pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every brew pub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of brew pub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub, lots of pizzas, the ingredients for a great...
Everyone knows Luther does it all, but did you know you can do it all? At home?
I just sold my car.
On your phone?
I just got pre-approved. I just scheduled an oil change.
Whenever, wherever.
I just bought a new car.
Anything and everything, whenever and wherever. LutherAuto.com. You can do it all.
Now, we'll get to puck drop here just in a couple of minutes, but we do want to tell you about some key players for both teams here. Tony, the leading scorers for the Rockridge Wolverines. Everybody knows him up here on the range. Number 4, Kaz Carlson.
He's a talent. Originally, he's from Embarrass, Minnesota. He played his youth hockey in Ely before he made the move down to Virginia, and he's a heck of a talent. Played in the USHL this fall.
Yeah, another player to keep an eye on would be number 9, Colton Bialke. He's got 27 points this year. And Cal Scott is apparently going to play. He and his 23 points should be on the ice for Rockridge tonight.
We will find out. I don't think he was in warm-ups. We will find out. I think it's a game-time decision.
Hope so. The goaltender for Rockridge is number 31, Wyatt Jonasson, 9-11 this season with an .880 save percentage. As for Grand Rapids, Andrew Ryla is the team's leading scorer with 27 points, followed by Seth Carlson with 24 points, and Will Shermoen, who Coach Grant Clafton mentioned is one of those players who could come up big tonight.
He's the difference. He's played defense his entire life, and now he's playing forward, and he's really turned on the magic and helped them improve their offense since he switched up to forward.
Shermoen and Jamison Duell tied with 21 points apiece for the Thunderhawks. In goal, sophomore Luke Sherlock. The Thunderhawks have rotated 4 goaltenders this season, but it looks like Sherlock has taken over.
Yeah, he's the man. He's the man in the net. He made 40-plus saves last night against Tuesday night against Marshall. I was at the game. he stood on his head at times, and he's going to have to do that tonight. He's going to have to do that to get them back to the Grand Casino Arena in the state tournament where the Grand Rapids is used to being every year.
Now, Tony Scott, you're one of high school hockey's great experts. Why don't you give me one key to the game for each team?
Well, I think one of the keys for Grand Rapids, they got to get Nate Garski going because he's no surprise. He's their player. He's not a top scorer because he's missed a lot of action due to injury. If he can get going, he can get 2+ points, 3+ points. Rapids is going to win this hockey game. If they can shut down Garski and Shimon, I think they're going to have success. I think Rockridge can win this game.
What about for Rockridge?
Rockridge has to get going. Their blue line is if their blue line can get points, they will win this hockey game. They've relied way too much up front to get their scoring. If they get some scoring from the back end, we'll see Rockridge in the winner's circle.
You heard it from the godfather of Minnesota high school hockey, Tony Scott. You've got key players, you've got keys to the game, and in just a couple of minutes, you'll have puck drop between Rockridge and Grand Rapids.
Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet, large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Knows Luther does it all, but did you know you can do it all? At home?
I just sold my car.
On your phone?
I just got pre-approved. I just scheduled an oil change.
Whenever, wherever.
I just bought a new car.
Anything and everything, whenever and wherever. LutherAuto.com. You can do it all.
I think pain that moves around, that's migratory, like, gosh, I was sore here for a couple days and now I'm sore here for a couple days. Like, migratory pain seems to be less concerning and less serious. Something that's persistent, pain that lasts more than 2 weeks, pain that seems to be resistant to other things like ice, rest, that's concerning. And anything that makes you limp is not okay. There's something wrong if you're limping. If you can't bear your own body weight on your legs, something's not right.
Every day, Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet, large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
From Toyota Arena here at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center in Virginia. It's the last Friday night ice of the regular season. To your left, the Rockridge Wolverines. To your right, the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. It's a good matchup tonight, one that will help determine section seeding depending on who you listen to. These are the number 3 or 4 ranked teams in Section 7 AA. And Tony Scott, your thoughts on this one?
Well, I think Grand Rapids wins tonight. They're the number 1.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong, I'm blaming the guy behind me, Carl East. He's the guy who knows all. He says Rapids wins, they're number 1. Am I wrong? What? No. I just hear he's chuckling. He knows if Rapids wins, they're number 1. No question.
All right, the goaltenders for tonight's game for Grand Rapids.
Scenarios.
To our right, Luke Sherlock, one of 4 goaltenders they have used this season.
4-4, 25 goals on 241 shots, goals against 3.27, 89.6 save percentage. And for Rockridge to our left, Wyatt Jonason played all but 51 minutes of this year, 9-11, 63 goals on 524 shots. Goals against 3.14, save percentage 88%, and 1 shutout. And we're underway here from this lovely facility in Virginia. Puck comes out to center, and it's played back in by Grand Rapids' Alex Salisbury, number 20. Now it winds up in the corner to the far side of Nate Garski. Now trying to help out. Jameson Duell, number 7, the center, but that's picked off in the circle, and now the Wolverines will start back. Now played to the left, and a return pass in front of bouncing puck. And boy, that's a nice play by Cass Carlson there to take that puck out of the air and wind up putting it on goal, and now Grand Rapids comes out, and here's Duell. He is forced back at center, and now Rockridge in. Grant Dimberio, and check that, 26 is Jackson Bardovich, and now played on out to center ice. And it'll be played in on the backhand by Will Miskovich. Getting there first, though, Forsberg for Rockridge. Now it comes to the far boards. And finally, we'll slide on out to center ice. Colton Stupar will play it back in. And going back for it there in the left corner is Blake Norberg up to the right point, held there by Grant Verschy. And that goes well wide to the near side. Rockridge trying to play it out of the zone, and they do to center to Landon Matheson. Now played back into their zone, and after it on the left. Played around behind to the near side for Grant Imberio, number 16, as I mentioned before. Now played right to the blue line and picked up by Grand Rapids. Miskovich. There's a great Grand Rapids name for his. It's played back into the Rockridge end. Forsberg plays it around on the near side. And they go after it there in the corner. And Miskovich can't hold the zone. It's played out by Forsberg, who shoots it in from center ice. And now back behind the Grand Rapids goal, a long pass up the wing to center ice, tipped ahead by Ander Raiola, the leading scorer for Grand Rapids. And they come into it, a quick shot! And it wound up in the side netting. Seth Carlson came in, boy, that was a lightning quick entry.
You're going to see the replay of, I thought we were going to see the replay of Sherlock's save there. It was an unbelievable save, and I was going to comment on that, but then all of a sudden there's a pizza delivery to Shermone, and they go in 2-0.
Yeah.
You put your head down for a half a second in this game, Jeff, you're gonna miss something.
I expect so. Grand Rapids started this season by losing 7 of its first 10 games. 2-7-1. They are 3-1 in their last 4. And are playing better at the right time of year. Now from the face-off, it's in the corner to the near side. And pushed on out to center ice, and here comes Carlson. And it's off his stick, and then he throws a hit against Owen Simons, knocking him to one skate. Now over the line, here is Carlson again, but lost possession. On the far side, Grand Rapids will regain and play to the line. Held in there by Jacob Koom. And now here come the Wolverines, and working towards the front of the net there was Colton Bialke. 27 points, second leading scorer on this team. And now Carlson back over the line for Grand Rapids, losing possession, and it winds up going behind the net. And it's cleared over the glass and out of play. 2 minutes, 41 seconds gone.
I talked to Colton Bialke. We got to play a little golf round with 3 of the Rockridge kids and 3 of the Rapids kids this fall, and Colton just stole the show. I mean, first class young man, really good hockey player, one of the top scorers for them, and just one of those kids that, like, I don't know what he'll be, whatever he wants to be, he will be that. I'll just tell you that. He's got all the gifts, that's for sure. I think he might be the mayor of Virginia someday, or something even better. I'll just tell you that.
All right. That's a ringing endorsement.
Yes.
Now a pad save made by Jonason off to the left side, and now Rockridge will come to center. Pass too far for Caden Amundsen, and now played down by Headley behind the net. Colby Headley trying to get up the near side, but Rory Scuffy will help him out. Now the puck runs to the face-off circle, picked up there by Lampa for Grand Rapids, and a pass to center, hits Duell right in the skate. Comes back in over the line, and now trying to bludgeon his way to the net is Amundsen. He's knocked off the puck, and Duell will take it for Grand Rapids. Pass to center ice, Garski, and he will play it in. Chasing after it now, Miskovich. Puck winds up in the left corner, controlled by Matheson for Rockridge, and now a pass out to center ice, and here's Scuffy. Too far for him. And now Miskovich drops it back in his zone, and now a outlet pass comes right to the goaltender Sherlock, who just about put it in his own net. Now Played to the far side, and here Rockridge looking for space in front, and this is Dimberio, number 16, losing possession. Salisbury behind the net. Now Grand Rapids tries a middle breakout, and here's Dylan Clayton playing to the right side, and they attack 3 wide over the line, and it's steered away by Norberg, and now rings rink wide out to center ice. And hustling over there, Salisbury to play it back into the Rockridge end, carrying on Miskovich in the circle, shoots, hits the defender. Forsberg now winds up in the corner, and Miskovich tries to make himself available at the edge. Now comes to the front of the net and clear to the boards, where Rockridge will gain possession. 12.5 minutes to go in the opening period, as you see on your screen. And now out to center. It's tipped ahead by Carlson for Grand Rapids, back into the zone. Matheson after it, and he clears up the near boards for Forsberg. Now out to center, and here comes Rockridge over the line. Colton Bialke, and he overskates it. Now comes to the near side, and Carlson trying to backhand it out. He can't get it out of the zone. Gets some help from his friends as Shermone plays to the right side, and now Rapids breaking in. Ryala on the right. Toe drag, fires, and a kick save by Jonason. I beg your pardon there, as the puck winds up in the corner. Now up the slot it comes. Here's a shot, and doesn't get to Jonason. That time as Ryala high up in the slot, put it off the defender. Now rink wide into the Grand Rapids end. It's controlled by Vershi behind the goal. Over to the far side, can't play it out. Coombe, and now Rapids will pick it up and play down the wing. And here comes Ryala over the line, a little dipsy doodle there. Now he winds up throwing the defender in against the boards. Coombe, who came out definitely second best on that hit. And now Rapids picks up the puck, a centering pass for Duell. He can't shoot, but comes to the near side, and there's a shot by Ryala that's also blocked. And played back into the Grand Rapids zone, chasing after it Salisbury. Rink wide pass. And now here comes Grand Rapids. Duell over the line, cuts to the slot, shoots, and that winds up going off Coombe and wide. 4 shots on goal in this game, 3 to Grand Rapids so far. Puck to the far boards, and Lampa chasing after it, cannot hold. And now here comes Rockridge over the line, and it's Scuffy in the circle, throws it in front, and loose at the left edge, and finally smothered by Sherlock, and we'll get a face-off as handbags are thrown in front of the goal.
A scuffle in front of the net up on the Iron Range. I can't believe it. I'm shocked.
Tell me it's not so.
Fun to watch Ander Ryala. What a fantastic talent. And Ander has got the hands, but he showed you right there how tough and strong he is. He wins a battle, just decleated a defender behind the net with a small frame like that.
There's a shot over the top from the faceoff. And now out to center. It's picked up there by Caden Amundsen over to the left side for Ethan Pipkin, who took the original shot. Now over the line, and Rapids will clean up in their zone as Salisbury plays it across. Now a pass to center ice, and here comes Dylan Clayton. Over the line, Clayton will play it in deep, chase after it himself. Goes to the boards with Pipkin, and now reversed around to the near side. And now rink wide back into the Grand Rapids zone. That will be an icing call with 10:19 to go in the first period. 3-2 on the shot board, and no
icing. We had a little Ojibwe translation there. We have icing in Ojibwe there. Nimbakwe. I missed it. It went up on that board too quick.
Now there's the gentleman there that is giving us the terms tonight. Presumably that is 3-line pass in
yes.
Ojibwe, as the puck comes over to the far side from the faceoff. And Matheson now plays it ahead. And over the line comes Forsberg. Good-sized young man, that Forsberg, as he leans on the Grand Rapids forward. He looks like he could blot out the sun if he really tried.
Yes.
And now we have a penalty coming. And it's going to be a hold. We'll have our first power play of the game coming at 7 minutes and 9 seconds, and we'll come back.
No, we're going to go to a power play. We go power play on this one.
Okay.
So
no power plays.
No. We can't go on the power play. We can't go to commercial on the power play. So we'll stay here, and after the power play expires, we'll go to a break after that.
That's what I thought.
The idea is that you go to a break, it ruins the momentum the team gains by getting the power play.
Well, that is true. I'll grant you that. As a veteran of this business, I can tell you.
What's that?
As a veteran of this business, I can tell you are precisely correct.
There you go.
And also, as the owner of the company, I can tell you, you are absolutely correct.
That reminds me of that scene in Pretty Woman where they come back to the boutique and like, Mr. Johnson, you are not a handsome man. You're this. Don't kiss up to me, kiss up to her, right?
Yep. Oh, boy.
I love that scene.
Yeah, this is a good one. Now back in the Rockridge zone. And a power play here for Grand Rapids for 1:20. And that power play on the season is 35% for Grand Rapids, 22 out of 62. A short-handed rush and a save made by Sherlock. And a good save there as Kaz Carlson broke in.
Just blew right by Shimon. Shimon got caught flat-footed on the blue line and could not get back fast enough. And you could see how quick Carlson is on his feet.
Carlson with, actually neither team has a shorthanded goal this season. So Carlson with 6 on the power play and 18 overall. Poked away, rebound, and it's shot wide by Matheson, and Sherlock put it right at his stick. And now Grand Rapids will recoup here after giving up 2 shots on their power play, and 2 good ones at that. And here's Miskovich over the line, plays it around behind the net. After it, Pipkin clears, but not out. Held by Verschy. Now to the near side, Salisbury. He takes a shot, screen, and it winds up getting through somehow and knocked behind the net. And Rapids will play towards the right point. Verschy now rink wides towards the near side. And Garski, puck played ahead, and now Rockridge comes out again. Wyatt Frederick shoots it into the zone. And Sherlock sets it up behind the goal. 29 seconds, in the power play. And now Rapids will pick it up in their own zone. Rink wide pass from Verschy to the far side, looking for Garski. And it comes into the zone. And now picked up by Seth Carlson. Tried to go down to Verschy. He was tied up by Norberg as the puck comes into the corner. Now played back up the wall. And Garski feeds to the right point. Verschy back to Garski. Cross ice pass, a shot, and a save made by Jonason. Little high-low play there, and now we'll get a face-off with 7:55 left in the first period.
It took a while, but they got what they were looking for. That cross-ice pass on the back door. Good shot by Ryla, but even better save by Jonason.
And
Jeff, do you remember that movie in that scene, The Miracle, where Herb Brooks referred to that line, the Conehead line?
The Conehead line, yes.
And one of them happened to be from the Iron Range area, right?
Would that have been?
This line from Rapids, yeah, it would have been Pavlich. This line from Carlson, Shermone, and Ryla, none of them are very tall, but man, do they play well together.
Bah Harrington.
Yeah, and Bah Harrington, yeah, you're right.
Yep. And Buzzy Schneider.
Yeah,
he's Babbitt.
Were they all 3 Rangers?
I believe they were.
Was that the line?
I believe that.
I know Pavlich was one of them. I know Pavlich was one of them.
We'll have to do a little research here.
Yeah, wow, that would be one heck of a line, right? That's 3 true Iron Rangers.
Now we're going to take a break. And there's no score here from Virginia on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Every day, Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet. Large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
We get gold stars for correctly identifying all 3 members of the Conehead line.
I love it. I didn't realize they were all Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, did they ever make a difference in that tournament?
Oh, my. Well, Buzz Schneider was the leading scorer, the leading goal scorer, I remember.
Yep.
Mark Pavlich was Mark Pavlich, which
just such
a great
talent.
two-way player.
Yeah.
And Bah Harrington, of course,
still doing it.
Team. I mean, yeah.
He's still doing it.
Yep. Face off in the Grand Rapids zone. 7 minutes, 2 seconds left in the first period. I'm on a roll. I won $1,000 from you last week.
I know. I'm going to get it back. I'm getting it back. I'm getting it back.
All right, it goes right through the wickets of Wyatt Frederick and back into the Rockridge zone. Just under 7 minutes to go in the first period. Bialke on the near side will play it up to the line for Kaz Carlson with Tony Scott. Jeff Pappas with you here from a beautiful Toyota arena at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center in Virginia. Worthy successor to Miners, one of the legendary buildings in the state. Now here comes Rockridge in, and a shot fought off by the goaltender Sherlock. Bialke took it, and now it's picked up by Grand Rapids, and they carry out to center. And here's Seth Carlson playing it in, and now two white-shirted Wolverines will take him to the boards, and they will flail away at it down there. And now finally picked up, comes to the circle, and they score! Seth Carlson picking up a loose puck at the right edge, and he shovels it in. His 11th goal of the season, and Grand Rapids has a 1-0 lead.
Actually, Carlson did pick it up, but he dropped the back pass to Shimon. Shimon finished it. Yeah.
Okay. I just saw one motion, and
it was a beautiful play by Carlson, and all Shimon had to do was get it by Jonathan, and he did.
Okay, Shimon from Carlson, we'll call it then at 10:45 of the first period.
No replay on that one. I thought we might get one.
Let's get the announcement. All right. You are correct, sir. Shermone's 8th goal, and the Thunderhawks are staked to a 1-goal lead on the road.
And the Coneheads are coning.
Are they?
That's my verb. They're coning.
They're coning.
That was a cone play right there.
Now played over the line, and here's Westby trying to play it in front. John Westby, now Dimberio behind the goal. And we have a penalty coming in a goal! So forget the penalty. As Johnny on the spot, Tyler Forsberg makes it 1-1.
We've been doing a lot of games the last week, Jeff, and how many times have I brought up the fact the 30 seconds following a goal are crucial. Yes. Sometimes you pour in another one, sometimes you give one up, and we just saw Rapids give one up there. And we're all tied.
All right, 1-1. We'll get the announcement.
Here's your Wolverine scoring. Scoring his 2nd goal of the season, he's number 27, Tyler Forsberg.
Now they come back 2-on-2. Now a scramble, loose on the goal, and they score! Well, Grand Rapids could not get their lines cleared, and another goal.
Rory Scuffy, a kid from Eveleth, puts one in for Rockridge. Rory's another kid that we got to meet this week in Media Day. Fantastic goal. Oh, he snuck that one by.
So goals 20 seconds apart. Scuffy with his 2nd.
Scoring his 2nd goal of the season is number 18, Rory Scuffy.
Unassisted goal. So Grand Rapids now right behind the Kosh here with under 5 minutes to go. Here's a shot, and that trickles wide. As Bialke took it, Sherlock stopped most of it. Now out to center, here comes Grand Rapids. They will play it into the zone, and that's Seth Carlson. Has an assist on their first goal, and they'll play it around to the far side, Coombe. And that's held in on the boards by Andrew Ryla, now in front. And it's poked to center, here comes Rockridge. Pass tipped ahead by Bardovich into the zone. And now Kaz Carlson. He plays it behind the goal. Bardovich now comes loose in front and steered off to the sideboards, and Owen Simons, who plays it to the high slot but not out. Turnover down low. A shot is deflected off the stick of Bialke and wide. Now it goes down into the corner. Carlson with a big hit there against Colton Stupar, and again winning the physical battle. Centers it! And a great chance there for Bialke. And Sherlock held his ground and made that stop. Now back into the Rockridge zone, and after it is Norberg. Shots now 9-6 for Rockridge, and they lead it 2-1 on the scoreboard. Now loose to center, and finally played on into the zone. Here's Duell for Grand Rapids. He corrals it, and we have a whistle behind the play.
Bialki and Garski. They're both, the one's going, Garski's going. Garski must have got caught. You know, the old second guy, the retaliation.
Yep.
Roughing on Garski.
Time of that penalty is 13 minutes and 15 seconds. Rockridge power play at 20.8%. 16 out of 77. Grand Rapids at 71% on the penalty kill, 37 out of 52. Now Rockridge works it around, a shot, and that goes over the top, comes to the near side. Actually didn't get that far, went into the netting, so we get a stoppage.
Thanks to our sponsor, Grand Rapids Chevrolet, for helping bring us tonight's game. They're selling Chevy Silverado crew cabs, 4x4s, $45,495. But guess what? Special price, $41,745. Thanks to YHH. You can get in there and get a great truck, Jeff. I think you need a new truck.
You think I need a new truck?
I do.
You're probably right.
Do you drive a truck?
No.
Okay.
That's
Throw a shot.
why I need a new one.
You look like a truck guy. You look like a truck guy.
All right. Greshner feeds it over to the left side. Now gets it back on a return. Cruz Greshner in the slot. Plays off to the far side. And now gets it back at the right point. He closes. Goes beside the net, and that's broken up. Bershey after it for Grand Rapids, but lost possession. Now on the goal line, here's a shot by Matheson that might have struck the goaltender up high, and now comes to the near side. Matheson again. It's a Greshner at the point. Greshner shoots. Oh, a save through traffic and swatted away by Sherlock. Better work there. Now to the left point. Here's Greshner high in the slot. Drops it over to the left side. Here's a shot, and that barely misses as Bardovich put one just wide. Now a hit thrown against the boards by Duell, and that rings the bell of Greshner as the puck comes to the left point. Greshner gets it back at the right, drops it up the slot for Bardovich, now to the far side, and they work the puck around. Bardovich again, 26 instead of 6, so I had it right the first time, Bardovich. Now here's a shot that deflects to the near side and comes down to the wall. And finally Greshner again at the right point. Fires deflected by a defenseman and went wide. Now wheeling around, Carlson in the corner, comes behind the net, looks to
Nice
center,
play.
drops to the left point to Bardovich, closing, shooting, and that goes off the stick of Dylan Clayton and out of play. 19 seconds of power play left and 2:04 to go in the first period.
I got another sponsor read for you.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Go for it.
Chad Simons with Sugar Lake Lodge Realty. He'll work with you. He talks about all the resort guests. They come up. They love the lakes area up in Grand Rapids. You can talk to Chad. You can get access to listings before they actually go listed. Check out them at 218-301-6045. Thanks, Chad, for helping bring us tonight's game.
You think I need a truck? I really need a lake cabin.
You do need a lake cabin.
Now it comes
We
Grand
all do.
Rapids out, and it's a breakaway. It's Seth Carlson. It's a 2-0, and they score! That was pretty. And it's Andrew Riola.
It's the Coneheads again. What a play. What an absolute perfect setup by Seth Carlson. And Ander buries it.
First shorthanded goal for either team this season.
I watched these two teams play last year in Grand Rapids. It was the most exciting game I saw all season, regular season. And I said, that's my Friday night ice game next year at the brand new Virginia Arena. And here we are. Sometimes things work out just right. And we're getting a great game already, aren't we?
We are.
Thunderhawks scoring the goal, shorthanded is number 8, Andrew Riola. He gets an assist from number 6, Seth Carlson. Time of the goal.
So it is only one assist to Carlson, and from the point, here's a shot that
Clanker. That was a
off the
clanker.
pipe from Forsberg, who already has a goal tonight. Out to center, Carlson. And now he lets Garski come through over the line. Garski goes wide, gets around his man, fires, and he puts it wide. as Forsberg, the goal scorer, not as fleet of foot on defense as
Karski's such a big, strong kid. He's hard to get your hands on. He had a goal against Duluth Marshall on Tuesday night where he just kind of took over. Grant Clafton needs him to do that twice a game for them to punch their ticket to Grand Casino, I think. You saw a little bit there, but he's got to do that over and over for them to really have some success.
Rockridge in control from the faceoff. They'll play it into the zone as we hit the last minute of play. It comes behind the net. Carlson chasing after it. He is taken in against the boards by Dylan Clayton. And now Carlson comes out, centers it. It's loose. And the Rapids forward, Garski can't find it. It was between his skates, which is first place you'd look. Now into the zone as Garski goes after it. He centers it. And a point blank shot by Duell against the post and a save made. He found that puck at just the right moment. It comes out to center, and now here comes Rockridge. Back in over the line. Here's a shot, save made, and the rebound steered behind the net. Westby going after it. Now play to the right point for Greshner. Flattens and fires, and it's off the traffic in front. And finally picked up and played up the middle, and here is Nate Garski. At center, plays to an open wing, and then goes after it himself. Chop back out to center. 8 seconds to go in the period. As now a pass down low for Bialke. That's broken up and goes to the boards. Played out to center ice for Lampa, and that's all for the first period, and it's been a good one. Our score is 2-2. Shots on goal favoring Rockridge by a margin of 14-8. It's Shermone and Ryala for Grand Rapids, Forsberg and Scuffy for Rockridge.
Almost a shot a minute for the Wolverines here. They came out, shot like a cannon. I felt like they took care of their opportunities well, and obviously Rapids did too. Rapids didn't have as many opportunities, but man, did they take advantage of their good ones.
Well, let's see who we have. Who we have for our first intermission interview. We're going to go down to the ice? Okay, let's go down now.
Olivia King here with Rockridge head coach Matt Niskanen. Coach, your team came out hard. Grand Rapids scored first. You answered with 2 goals in less than a minute. Can you talk to me about your message on the bench after Grand Rapids scored their first one?
Well, our kids have battled all year, and they just responded the right way and went back to work and were rewarded with a couple goals. And it's going to be quite a battle tonight. I think it's 2 good teams that with a lot on the line for section seeding, so it'll be a fun one.
This is definitely a close game. It's 2-2 right now. What are you guys looking to focus on in the next 20?
Keep playing with intensity. When we get in the offensive zone and we're working, we're a pretty good team. We just got to clean up a few things and we'll be in great shape.
Who do you think is really going to show up for you in the next period?
Landon Matheson, dark horse.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. Good luck the rest of the game. We'll be back here with Friday Night Ice after a word from our sponsors.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Mozza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. You here to pick up my truck?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was easy. Yeah, I knew Luther buys cars, but I had no idea it was this simple and convenient. Is there anything you guys don't do?
Not really.
Will you buy any car?
Yeah.
Even that one?
Even that one.
Wow, you do it all.
Luther Auto, over 40 locations and one of the region's largest inventories. Luther Auto, we do it all.
Some matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every brew pub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of brew pub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brew pub, lots of pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
Every day, Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet, large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
The primary cause of snowblower injuries is trying to get the snow and ice unjammed when the snowblower gets clogged.
Where people get into trouble is they shut it off, they think that it's safe now to put their hand in the chute, and then inevitably the fan blades that shoot the snow out are what cause all the injuries.
Snow and ice is gonna clog up the snowblower, but the simplest way to clear that is with a stick.
They'll tell you, if you stay and play high school hockey, you won't make it to the next level. They rarely talk about how special it is to play for your community. To represent where you came from, to wear your school's colors, working one-on-one with coaches, and best of all, playing with your best friends. It can be difficult to know if you're hitting the mark. But when you're hitting the mark, you'll know. Custom hockey jerseys proudly made in the USA.
Everyone knows Luther does it all, but did you know you can do it all? At home?
I just sold my car.
On your phone?
I just got pre-approved. I just scheduled an oil change.
Whenever, wherever.
I just bought a new car.
Anything and everything, whenever and wherever. LutherAuto.com. You can do it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the top of the bleachers here. One period in the books, and I hate to talk about goals and assists after we just witnessed second annual Indigenous Hockey Night here at the Iron Trail Motors and Event Center. An incredible drum circle.
Very powerful. I'm really kind of honored to be part of this entire production here today. I really like how we're getting the Ojibwe versions of the rules. All the different words are coming up on the scoreboard. It's been a great job all the way around by the city of Virginia.
It's stunning performance. We will talk a little bit of hockey here, though. Tony, the scoring summary, Shermoen. You talked about him during the pregame show. Grand Rapids, Will Shermoen gets the scoring started. Tyler Forsberg answers for Rock Ridge. Rory Scuffy puts the Wolverines ahead 2-1. And then Ander Ryla, the leading scorer for Grand Rapids, scores a shorty to send us into the second tied 2-2.
Yeah, what a pass by Seth Carlson, though. I mean, they got the 2-on-1 on the shorty. He held the goaltender. He had Johnson held and then slid it over to Ander, and Ander poured it home.
You know, Carlson, the pass was one thing, but to get away from the Rock Ridge defender, to stay on his feet, to resist the urge to maybe give it a little dive to draw a penalty, he forces the puck over, they get a goal. Seth Carlson, I thought, had a fantastic period, 2 assists.
And, you know, the chaos in this game is all based on the forecheck for both teams. I think both teams are putting so much pressure on the defense core for both teams. I think that's going to be the answer. I talked about in our pregame, the defense that can handle the pressure from these aggressive forecheckers of both teams will be the ones that will win this game.
The shots on goal for the first period, 14-8 in favor of the Wolverines. Tony, I tell you.
Not exactly Wayzata Edina out there right now, is it? I mean, it was like 5 or 6 shots. It is loose. It is some loose stuff.
I was going to say midway through the first, I looked at the shot count. It was 3-2, and I thought, oh, we're in for we might be in for a 1-1 tie here in Virginia. The teams really turned it on in the latter stages of the first period, especially Rock Ridge.
And for us as hockey fans, it's way more entertaining watching 14-9 in shots than it is 3-2 in shots. I felt it was an entertaining period. I'm looking forward to the second.
I am as well. One thing I'd like to throw at you to get your hot take on this.
I got my glove. I got my
high
glove.
school hockey expert. It felt as though that for both teams, the passing was just a little off. You didn't see a lot of on ice, tape to tape, a lot of butterflies out there.
Yeah, and I would say a lot of dropped passes. A lot of drop-ins. It's going to the tape, but the players aren't catching it. I think as the game progresses, the kids will relax, and the crispness of the passes will improve.
I totally agree with you. We will be back after a word from our sponsor to discuss going into the second period what each team can do to come out ahead, and that's right after this.
Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet. Large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. You here to pick up my truck?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was easy. Yeah, I knew Luther buys cars, but I had no idea it was this simple and convenient. Is there anything you guys don't do?
Not really.
Will you buy any car?
Yeah.
Even that one?
Even that one.
Wow, you do it all.
Luther Auto, over 40 locations and one of the region's largest inventories. Luther Auto, we do it all.
Some matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
Welcome back, everybody. We still have a couple more minutes here before the Zamboni is finished, so we'll run through some keys to the second period for each team. Tony Scott, I'm going to throw a key at you, and I want you to tell me if I'm an idiot or a genius. How's that sound?
All right, here we go. I like it. Idiot. Sorry.
That's so harsh. That's so rude of you. You haul me up here to Virginia, and then you cut me off like that. Okay.
I'm joking.
Grand Rapids, Nate Garski needs to do something.
Genius.
Genius. Thank you so much.
Genius.
Nate looks to be just getting his feet back under him after some time away from an injury. The Thunderhawks will need him by the time this game is over.
Definitely by a section play, that's for sure.
All right, Grand Rapids, another key. Take care of the rebounds. Too many times it looked like something would bounce off Sherlock into the corner. If you keep giving a team like Rock Ridge second chances, it'll come back to hurt you.
Genius. Make my job easy. That was one of my observations. I'm like, there's too many loose pucks in front of this net right now, and I saw it against Marshall as well. So this is a trend. This is a trend that needs to end fast.
A trend that needs to end like dabbing.
That's a haiku.
And,
that's a haiku, I think, isn't it?
Is that a haiku?
No,
I don't think that's a haiku.
757 or 575 or something like that, right?
Another key for Grand Rapids that I would like to see, I want to see if you concur, more aggressive on the forecheck. It looks like they're sending one hard, one at the top of the zone, and then three are kind of drifting into the neutral zone.
I saw that against Marshall as well. Hey, I'll say idiot, because if it's working, it's worth. They've won. They've been doing better since they've changed some things up. So I'll say idiot on that one.
All right, let's continue with our incredible round of genius or idiot.
I like this. This is a great segment. I love it.
For Rock Ridge. Rock Ridge needs to do a better job of clearing the zone. We saw it during that penalty kill. Too soft off the boards.
Genius. Absolutely genius. And actually, the only good chances that Grand Rapids got, besides obviously the shorty, was on the second and third chances where Rockridge wasn't clearing the puck. So I'll go genius on that one.
All right, I think this key could apply to both teams. Do not get caught playing too physically. On the Rockridge goal down here, I noticed a Grand Rapids defender spent a little too much time finishing his check on a Rockridge player, and while his back was turned to the net, Rockridge scored.
Yep, I agree. I'll go genius on that one. Both
genius
teams.
On that one.
I think both these sets of teams want to make the hero hit.
They do.
And then let's stay away from the hero hit and get it back to playing good hockey.
by all means, finish your check, but don't let the puck get by you in the process. Last key for Rockridge, keep on shooting the puck. We just mentioned the rebounds that Grand Rapids has given up.
Genius.
Rockridge,
Genius.
does it have to come from anywhere specific, or should they just keep
Get
firing
it to the
from
net.
everywhere?
Get it to the net that's producing opportunities.
All right, the lights are starting to dim on us. I believe we'll see the two teams come back out onto the ice. Don't go anywhere, folks. Rockridge 2, Grand Rapids 2. We'll be back with the second period right after a word from our sponsors.
Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet. Large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. You here to pick up my truck?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was easy. Yeah, I knew Luther buys cars, but I had no idea it was this simple and convenient. Is there anything you guys don't do?
Not really.
Will you buy any car?
Yeah.
Even that one?
Even that one.
Wow, you do it all.
Luther Auto, over 40 locations and one of the region's largest inventories. Luther Auto, we do it all.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Stress fractures in the foot, generally the pain is on the top of the foot. There may or may not be much in the way of swelling, but there's usually tenderness, meaning that if you push on the area, it is sore to touch. So if you've had a change in activity, been doing a little bit more and developed pain that hurts when you walk or certainly hurts more when you try to run on it, that's concerning for a stress fracture. Sometimes those can be seen on x-ray, sometimes it requires an MRI to decide whether or not there is a stress fracture there.
Kids grow up wanting to play hockey for their hometown. Entire communities support and cheer for the home team. Here in Minnesota, hockey and home are interconnected. If you're looking for a home builder that shares your passion for hockey, look no further than the official home partner of the Minnesota Wild, Custom One. Visit CustomOneMN.com to learn more. Custom One, home comes first.
Back at Toyota Arena at the beautiful Iron Trail Motors Event Center. Second period ready to start. Teams change ends and attack towards their benches. 2-2 to score. Shermone and Ryla for Grand Rapids, Forsberg and Scuffy for Rockridge as we drop the puck and get the second period underway with Tony Scott, Jeff Pappas here. Last Friday night ice of the season. And this is a wonderful place to celebrate. Now played back by Wyatt Frederick to the far side. Grand Rapids trying to hold the zone, picked out the center. Hit there, thrown by Alex Salisbury. Slowed up a potential 2-on-1. Now it's in the Grand Rapids zone of the near side, and now it's in the goaltender's glove. So we'll get a face-off, and your thoughts on that first?
I want to just say that both teams looked really good at times, and both teams looked like they needs improvement. That's what I would say about that period. It was entertaining for us hockey fans, but I'm sure it wasn't entertaining for the coaching staffs.
No, fun game for the neutral as the puck comes up the boards right in front of the student section, so we can forget about seeing it there. As the puck picked up in the left corner, as Salisbury plays it ahead, and Lampa disappearing under a body check. Now the puck comes down the wing, and Duell carries over the Rockridge line, takes a shot, goes wide, and the rebound behind the net, and the chance at the right edge, trying to wrap it around there was Garski. And now picked up on the near side, and he get a whistle, and Garski is in the net, which is where the puck is supposed to be, and now we'll get a stoppage. Check that. Not
that was
Garski,
Ari Lampa.
Lampa, yep. Garski had vacated the scene already.
Ari's the guy who's going to stir up trouble. And he was down in front of that stirring up trouble, but while stirring up trouble, he pushed the net off by about 6 inches.
Which is enough. And we'll take a face-off in the Rockridge zone to the left of goaltender Wyatt Jonason.
Good crowd here tonight.
Yes, I was just going to
Really
say
good
that.
crowd.
Said they were hoping for 1,200. You think they got it? I think they.
Oh yeah,
close.
easily.
Now Rapids behind the net. Will Shermoen centers it and unable to handle it. Seth Carlson in front of the goal and now played back down. Shermoen in the corner. Carlson drops it to the left point. Here's a shot and a save through traffic there off of the stick of Colton Stupar at a faceoff.
I hate to repeat stuff, so I'm not going to. Here's a hot take from the first period. Rockridge got goals from Scuffy and Forsberg, and they didn't get anything from Carlson and Bialke, and they're missing Cal Scott, who's out of the game. So I would say that if there's an advantage, the advantage goes to Rockridge in that period because they got more goals coming from their top scorers. Can you feel it? I can.
All right. It's shot on in by Cruz Greshner. It comes around to the near side. And the Thunderhawks play it right out to center ice. Owen Kastendick shoots it in and chasing after it, Clayton. Now playing around behind the net, and the Thunderhawks will pick it up there. Now a drop to the right point, and Vershi had it between his feet, feeds it over to the far side. Stupar plays it down behind the net, and the Thunderhawks got to work out of the corner, and now they do. Here's a sharp angled shot, save made, rebound, and it's loose at the right edge and finally covered as Miskovich came in front with a good opportunity for Grand Rapids to take the lead, but the defense held firm.
Man, this third line for Grand Rapids is really special. You got Miskovich and Clayton, and then I noticed this kid on Tuesday night over at Marshall, that Owen Kastendick really makes good plays. Very heads up, high IQ kid, gets it across the line, gets it in deep, doesn't make a lot of mistakes. A perfect third liner for Coach Clafton.
Face off to the right of the goal, and Rockridge breaks out from the face off. And they'll come over the line. Headley. And now a centering pass steered away by Duell, and it runs up the slot and finally played on out to center ice. Lampa looking for a penalty there. Now played ahead, and here is Amundsen for Rockridge back over the line. Amundsen battling with Salisbury, and Salisbury takes his man in against the boards. 2 against 2 behind the net, and now it comes to the circle. Lampa knocked down from behind as he tries to clear the zone. Now here's Amundsen again going behind the net with a pass. 2.5 minutes gone in the period, and Rockridge wanting a penalty there.
It was out of our sights. We didn't see what.
I was looking at the side monitor here, and even I couldn't see it.
Nothing.
We got nothing for you there as Rockridge comes through with Forsberg over the line with a goal today. Forsberg into the corner. Plays it behind the net. Salisbury around on the far side. Tipped that by Shermoen. Can't get it out of the zone. And now the puck comes to the circle. A shot and a save made. Rebound. Comes off to the far circle. A chance there for your man Kaz Carlson. And it's back behind the Grand Rapids goal. Over to the far side, and now played back to the blue line and back again to Tyler Forsberg. He is tied up by Shermoen. The puck goes behind the goal. Carlson in there, and now it's cleared back into the Grand Rapids zone, and Vershi will pick it up there. Vershi's pass is picked off by Forsberg, who's probably a head taller than anybody on the ice right now, or likely to be on the ice
He's
tonight.
a head taller than the entire basketball team.
Pretty much. As the puck picked up back in the half boards by Larson, and then by Wyatt Frederick, and played on out to center ice. And they're just batting it around at neutral ice now and controlled by Grand Rapids. Vershi, the center. Now a pass to the near side, tipped by Matheson, but picked up by Carlson, and then it hopped his stick. John Westby on the turn for Rockridge, up to the right wing. Bialke shoots it in, and into the zone it goes. Wind up back in the corner. And finally cleared around behind the net. Grand Rapids trying to skate it out, but Will Harklaw, number 10, unable to do so. Puck chipped off the boards. No, and held in there by Jacob Coombe for Rockridge. And Grand Rapids having trouble breaking out here all of a sudden. Now here's Stupar. Carey, he gets to center, and then he lost out to Westby. Puck finally shot back in by Stupar, but not far enough as Coombe relays it right back out. A little ragged at the moment, but now here comes Rockridge, and they come in over the line. Dimberio shoots, save, rebound, and that gets pushed wide as a big pileup in front of the goal there. And now a little swat to the back of the goaltender's head there by Coombe.
Sloppy is such a gentle term.
I'm a gentle guy.
I think it's a disaster out there right now. No passes are being caught.
No.
Pucks are being slapped all over the place. It's just almost a matter of good fortune that you get the puck on your stick 25 feet from the net, because it was definitely nothing has been by design yet.
No, scrappy for sure. Now, here comes Grand Rapids in over the line. A shot and a save made off Duell by Jonathan. Now Duell again, high in the slot over skates. Here's a chance for Rockridge to break up the middle, and the defense is going to take care of that. Dimberio went in and then is knocked into the boards by Salisbury. And
Salisbury saved the day on that one.
He did.
Scuffy was like 2 inches from getting away from him and getting a goal-scoring opportunity.
Now, Grand Rapids back in, wrap-around attempt, winds up behind the net from Garski. And now picked up on the far side by Greshner. Headman pass to center ice for Headley. And now played into the Grand Rapids zone, and here is Simons turning and playing it up the wing. Now Grand Rapids will carry in on the left. Seth Carlson goes down under a hit by Kaz Carlson. And now picked up by Duell. And now he works to the dot, closes, fires, and it's off the defense. Comes to the near side and out. It'll come all the way down the ice, and we'll have an icing call against Rockridge with 11 minutes and 1 second to go.
You mentioned Colby Headley. He played a majority, almost all of his youth career in the Hermantown Association. His family's from up here on the range and has just moved back and started his high school career playing for Rockridge.
And the Wolverines win the face-off. Comes to the near side before it can get to Bardovich. It's played back down deep by Ryla, who's the scorer of the second goal for Grand Rapids. Now loose at the left as Carlson takes a poke at it, knocks it to the corner. And some good work there by Shermone. He centers it, and Carlson tried to thread one through it. It went wide. Shermone plays it to the corner. Now here's Bardovich. He goes up the wing, and headmans. Here's Kaz Carlson over the line. Carlson leaves a drop pass to the right. Here's a shot and a glove catch made by Luke Sherlock.
Sherlock was going to his right, tracking the puck. Puck came back to his left. He just reached out with his left hand and got his hands on it at the last second.
Face-off coming up. To the left of Luke Sherlock, 3.27 goals against average coming into this game. Grand Rapids has used 4 goaltenders for more than 130 minutes this season. Played up the near side to Ryla. And now to center ice, Shermone can't quite latch onto it. And a pass up the middle. Westby couldn't get through. Picked up by lucky 13, Blake Norberg. Now he's got it. Norberg gets past one, feeds the right wing, but a good step up there by Verschy. And now here comes Grand Rapids in the centering pass, a shot. Oh, and a good stop by Jonason against Kastendik. Now loose to the far boards, and a late developing play there nearly resulted in a goal for Grand Rapids. Now it comes to the blue line and out to center, where it's controlled by Miskovich and then shot right back in. Pipkin. Long pass will go the length, and that's an icing call against Rockridge. And we will take a break here from Virginia. It is 2-2 in the second period here, Friday Night Ice on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Every day, Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's Permanent School Fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet. Large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Back in Virginia, 2-2 the score in the second period with Tony Scott and Jeff Pappas. Glad to have you along here tonight, as this is a tense game. Might not be the most artistically played, but
Yes.
certainly one that is
entertaining, that's for sure.
Gets you on your feet. And now from the face-off, it's played behind the Grand Rapids for the goal. Garski has it and comes out and finally has it stolen away, but we have a whistle. The net has come dislodged, and now a coming together on the right side here, and a shove thrown by Forsberg against Duell.
What is it about Ari Lampa on that left post? That's the second time in 2 shifts he's knocked the net off the left post. And now just a bunch of trash talking between both teams right now.
Well, I mean, if he's accurate, I suppose that's one thing. But he's going to the net.
It's
No
going to be
doubt about
outside. Lampa knocked the net off. Here's a couple scores from college hockey. Minnesota is leading, your alma mater, is leading Wisconsin 2-1 halfway through the second period. Shocking. Let's see, CCHA, Minnesota State's leading 5-1, Bemidji State on a terrible slide. They're losing 2-0 to 2-win Northern Michigan right now. Yeah, there you go. Red Hot St. Thomas leading 1-0 over Michigan Tech. One of my favorite teams, Augustana, leading Lake State down in Sioux Falls tonight, 2-1.
All right. Now back to it here, and the puck goes past Lampa. It comes back into the zone, and Lampa will turn around and play it to the corner, but lost it there. Now a centering pass comes to Grief at the left edge, and it'll wind up around behind the net to the near side, where I believe it's Garski going after it. And now played rink wide, and it comes out to center ice, and here comes Grand Rapids. Little saucer pass there for Garski, slamming his stick on the ice. And it winds up behind the net, and Forsberg. He is taken in against the boards by Duell. And now Duell feeds it to Seth Carlson. And a shot from the wing boards right on, and again Duell and Forsberg trading pushes and shoves. How about some high school scores? Bemidji
I don't
over
have any yet. I don't even know
Gentry
if there are
Academy,
any. We got
4-3.
one there. Okay, here we go.
Ely over Moose Lake 6-4. They have
Breck Wap won last night too.
And they win again today, 8-1 over Bagley. See if there's any
They beat
partial
Little
scores.
Falls.
Crookston leading Greenway 7-1 at Hodgins Berardo.
Oof. The snake pit, not many teeth in those snake right now.
Now back behind the net, the Thunderhawks will work the puck around. Pass to the point. Stupar takes a shot, and that goes wide. Just past the halfway mark of regulation in this game, 2-2 our score. And now it's picked up at center by Shermone. He threads it ahead to Carlson, but it's batted right back out. And now here is Rockridge back with it. Bardovich feeding the right, and that's going to get back deep into the zone. And a hit thrown there as the puck comes up the wall. Now Rockridge, Coombe feeds it. Here's a shot that goes wide by Kaz Carlson, almost like he's playing. I had to double check to see the word on a power play. It looked like he'd be in the umbrella spot right up at the top.
Both teams have put a center or sometime a forward up the top of the blue line quite often tonight.
Now played around behind the net, and here's Shermone feeding the left side. Now rink wide. It's tipped out to center by Carlson, and Grand Rapids will get a change, and he tipped it right on goal. So bonus points awarded, and now the puck comes to the blue line. And here comes Rockridge in on the far side. Carlson leaves a drop pass, broken up in the circle, but following up the slot and shooting wide was Greshner. Now here's another long shot, and it's going to be picked up by Sherlock easily, and we'll get a stoppage. 7 minutes, 7 seconds to go.
So I got a chance to talk to Kaz Carlson. He played his fall hockey in the USHL.
Yes.
And I asked him, so why'd you come back? He goes, he kind of gave me this matter of fact. He goes, I got a great team, I got a great group of guys, and I want to go to the state tournament.
All right.
Real simple answer there. Real simple hockey player, but he's good in just about every category.
Hermantown and East Grand playing tonight at East Grand. Forks, no score in that game. Holy Angels and Blake. Same
That
story.
game's at the Civic Center, isn't it?
It
At
is.
East Side, yeah.
It is. And now, well, how about Moorhead losing to Grand Forks, Red River last week?
Beautiful. North Dakota greater than Minnesota. Did you see that tweet? That's what it said.
It said?
Grand Forks hockey, but North Dakota greater than Minnesota. I love it.
Oh, gosh. But that went over real well.
No, it didn't.
Here comes Rockridge down the near wing. Matheson is forced wide there, and he winds up going to the corner with it. And they will battle each other for possession there, and the Thunderhawks play up the near wing. And this is Kastendick, and he plays at the center, and over the line, Miskovich takes a shot, goes wide to the near side. Karam picked up by Clayton, and then he is in check. Now a hit thrown there by Westby along the boards. And now it's dug out by Clayton. Behind the net. Grand Rapids fighting hard for those loose pucks, but Rockridge a little bit bigger, it looks like. And they are holding their own, shall we say, as the puck comes out, played down behind the net, and it's controlled by Norberg for Rockridge.
Both teams with only about 5 shots on goal apiece. I don't know if exact, but it was like 14-9, and now it's 19-13, right?
Yep. Well, you're pretty close. It was 14-8. So I write this stuff down.
There it is, 5 apiece.
Duell closing. Oh, he threw it across, and Lampa couldn't get a stick on it. Out of the near side. And a big hit there, and a penalty coming on Grand Rapids. That'll be checked from behind in all likelihood, or else interference. Well, you could have called either.
You could have called roughing, you could have called everything. Duell plays hard, and sometimes that's the repercussions of playing hard.
Second power play for Rockridge. It comes at 11 minutes, 28 seconds of the second period.
You know what Rockridge could use right now? They could use a 2026 Chevy Trailblazer all-wheel drive. $29,475 for one of those bad boys. If they get a goal here, Grand Rapids Chevrolet is donating one to the team.
Whoa.
I like to give away big items here.
Okay. All right. Puck cleared all the way down the ice.
We're just givers at Grand Rapids Chevrolet. We just give them away.
All right.
I mean, those prices there, they're practically giving them away anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true, but whose heart are you making a flutter by saying this as it comes behind the goal? Carlson now looking for some help. And it comes off the wall, swatted away by Clayton. Grand Rapids looking for a call there down low as the puck comes to the right point. Greshner flattens, now slings it across to the near side. Now up the slot, and it's picked up by Bardovich. And a shot by Greshner, blocked and cleared. And Grand Rapids will change penalty killers. Nice work by Seth Carlson there.
Carlson and Clayton do a nice job there.
As Rockridge carries over the line, Carlson, and he is taken in against the boards by Garski. And they're starting to throw the weight around a little bit. Carlson comes off the boards, fires, he scores! They win a truck!
Brand new car! Chevy Trailblazer! Cass Carlson.
Cass Carlson's 19th goal of the season for Rockridge. And they lead at 3-2. Power play goal.
He's going to want a Kelly Green one. And what a beautiful pass by the Thunderhawks. If you're going to turn it over, do you hear me kind of go, oof?
Yes.
Right as it happened, right on the tape, the last guy you want to pass to on the opposing team's power play is Cass Carlson.
Face off at center ice, 3-2 Rockridge. We'll wait for the announcement on the goal from Carlson, his 19th of the season. And Bialke gets the only assist.
I'm going to tell you right now, they will erase that assist. I like my friend Colton Bialke, but The assist goes to some kid from Grand Rapids who passed it to Carlson right on his stick.
And a penalty.
Carlson walked in and finished, right?
He did. Coombe going now for Rockridge. So Grand Rapids gets a power play with 3:58 to go in the period, 13 minutes and 2 seconds. See if Grand Rapids can get back on level terms here. It's picked up by Forsberg and cleared. Well, his public address announcer reminds me of Billy Oswald.
He's very good.
That's how he'd call it. Here's your UMD scoring.
A little bit of the UND where it's where the UND announcer says scoring, that way.
Yeah, I do. Now here's a shot, and it winds up going behind the net as
I like his goal. I like his call, his goal call, his penalty call. He does a really nice, clean job. What was the name of the PA announcer at the state tournament, in the 70s and 80s? That he has got a little bit of that cadence to him.
Well, I'm pretty sure
Dick something.
Dick Stanford.
What's that?
Probably Dick Stanford.
He's got a little bit of Dick
the
Stanford
public address announcer
cadence.
for the North Stars at the time. Yes. They just brought him over for the state tournament.
Face off in the neutral zone.
And here we go. 1:04 to go in the power play, 3 minutes to go in the period. And Rockridge now on top 3-2, and the puck is cleared by Bialke all the way down the ice.
All right, well, we gave away a car, now we're going to give away a house. Okay? Chad Simons is giving away homes. Practically just giving them away.
Excuse me.
From Sugar Lake Lodge Realty.
On the boards, Ryala. Still has it, now feeds up the wall and now to the left point. Here's Shermone working to the middle. It takes a shot that doesn't get through, and Rockridge will pick it up. 24 seconds to go in the penalty as Kaz Carlson now plays it down and tries to leap in front, and graceful but not effective as it comes back behind the net. Forsberg working hard, trying to keep the puck deep. 8 seconds left to kill. And it's like trying to move a moose as the puck played to center ice, and now a pass to the near wing, and here comes Grand Rapids in. Seth Carlson fires, and he missed the net. Long rebound to the far side. Westby carrying it over the line. He's got a man breaking for the slot, Jacob Coombe, and then it's knocked off his stick to the near side. Penalty coming on Grand Rapids.
Stick to the face, high stick. Same spot where the previous one by Coombe was, right down in front of the Rockridge student section.
And heading to the penalty box for Grand Rapids is Owen Simons. High sticking minor.
It was a high stick.
Yes.
I watched Grand Rapids on Tuesday at ice level, and watching them now from up above, I'm starting to appreciate a lot of things about the Thunderhawks.
Do tell.
I just feel like they're well-balanced team. I'd like to see their passing improve a little more, but big possession here for Rockridge. They can extend the lead to 2.
Now at the left point, Bardovich. Over to the far side, Greshner. Cross ice pass and a shot wide by Carlson, and they had him set up nicely.
Greshner's impressed me on this power play all night tonight. Good low shots on net or good passes like that one to Carlson.
High slot, Carlson shoots off the traffic and wide to the near side. And Duell picks it up and tries to clear. Now loose along the boards, and Duell still battling as we hit the last minute of the period. Coming towards the front of the net, Carlson goes down, but Rockridge keeps the puck. Greshner at the right point. Now throws it across, and here's Bardovich back to Greshner. And Carlson had the play set up, but then fanned on it. Comes to Bardovich. Nope, now across to Greshner at the right point. Carlson in the slot. Over to Bardovich on the near side. He flattens and fires, missed wide to the near side. And Cruz Greshner. 30 seconds in the period. Bardovich back to Greshner. And they'll work the puck around. 21 seconds in the power play now. Cruz Greshner at the right point takes the shot, blocked, and a race for it now. And here's Dylan Clayton trying to sweep it away. And he gets to it. Clayton over the line, and now he sends Carlson in. It trips over the ice monster and drops the puck to the near side. And now played back down low for Carlson, but without effect. And now out to center ice, and the period comes to an end. And we'll have 20 seconds of carryover into the third period.
Ice monster tripped him. He got back up, and then the ice sniper got him again. Poor kid.
That's a rough way to go, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shots in the second period. Rockridge with 7, a two-period total of 21. And Grand Rapids 5, a two-period total of 13. So we're not going to have an interview? Okay, so we will instead just begin our regular intermission festivities. Tony,
and
you
take it off to break.
Peter Rodney, off to break we go. 3-2 Rockridge here on Youth Hockey Hub.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Brewpub Pizza is specifically designed with the hungry in mind. It's big, it's bold, and it's outrageously delicious. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza is made with your favorite premium meats and veggies, topped with over a half pound of real Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. When you're looking for the ultimate pizza adventure, when you crave a really serious pizza that brings the great Brewpub experience, this is the one. Pick it up today at your favorite local grocer. Brewpub Lotta Matza Pizza, the ingredients for a great time.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. You here to pick up my truck?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that was easy. Yeah, I knew Luther buys cars, but I had no idea it was this simple and convenient. Is there anything you guys don't do?
Not really.
Will you buy any car?
Yeah.
Even that one?
Even that one.
Wow, you do it all.
Luther Auto, over 40 locations and one of the region's largest inventories. Luther Auto, we do it all.
Some matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
Every day, Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet. Large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Welcome back to the Perch, folks. Through 2 periods, Rock Ridge leads Grand Rapids 3-2. The shots on goal through 2 periods, 21-13 in favor of the Wolverines. Tony, I know what I saw from the bleachers, but I'm curious to see or to know what you saw from up here.
I thought it was a sloppy mess, and that's what I said during the broadcast. It was sloppy. Both teams, like you said, incomplete passes, high sticking. I mean, there's just a lot of real sloppy play, nets coming off the moorings. That being said, it's a 1-goal game. We're on the range. it's going to be an epic finish.
I think that's a good way to put it. Despite some of the bobbled passes and somebody just fell down at the end of the period. At the end of the period,
yeah, you call it the ice monster.
The ice monster rears its ugly head. It's been an entertaining hockey game, especially because the two coaches have started to get their dander up just a little bit.
Yes, they have, and I think that gets
crew.
the dander up of the players. You know, and I think it's a lesson learned. Like, will you follow the lead of the coaching staff and get after it like they're getting after the officials?
Kaz Carlson, the lone goal of the second period. If anyone was going to score for Rockridge to break the tie, it would be Kaz Carlson.
I called it. I said, you know, this is going to be the time where they've gotten in the period. I said, they haven't got any goals from Bialke or Carlson, and lo and behold, the one happened. Somehow, Bialke gets credit for an assist. How? It was a mystery assist of all mystery assists. It was a turnover right onto Carlson, and Carlson buried it.
Wow.
Couldn't happen to a nicer kid than Colton Bialke, that's for sure.
If you have something to quibble with, I'm sure they'd let you in the penalty box to tell them that they're not doing their jobs correctly.
No, I don't think I will do that. I will hard pass on that one.
Special teams certainly coming into play in that second period. And I mentioned a second ago, Clafton and Coach Niskanen getting a little feisty over the penalty calls.
Have they exchanged words, you think?
That would be in their lives?
No, right here in the benches?
No,
that's always exciting.
I don't think so.
Kind of a Guy Gadowski, Mike Hastings thing, right? I love that stuff.
What do you think is the issue? Is it the consistency of the calls? Is it the timing of the calls? Or is it simply you called this against us but not against them?
I think that's the best one. I don't think it's consistency. I think it's like we're getting the short end of it. We need calls. We need to be on the power play. We want to win. You know, it's very competitive coaching staffs, and give them credit. They're good hockey teams.
And it is a competitive game. Once again, Rock Ridge with a 3-2 lead over Grand Rapids. The shots on goal 21-13 through 2 periods. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the rest of our intermission show after a word from our sponsors.
The primary cause of snowblower injuries is trying to get the snow and ice unjammed when the snowblower gets clogged.
Where people get into trouble is they shut it off, they think that it's safe now to put their hand in the chute, and then inevitably the fan blades that shoot the snow out are what cause all the injuries.
Snow and ice is gonna clog up the snowblower, but you know, the simplest way to clear that is with a stick.
They'll tell you, if you stay and play high school hockey, you won't make it to the next level. They rarely talk about how special it is to play for your community. To represent where you came from, to wear your school's colors, working one-on-one with coaches, and best of all, playing with your best friends. It can be difficult to know if you're hitting the mark. But when you're hitting the mark, you'll know. Custom hockey jerseys proudly made in the USA.
Everyone knows Luther does it all, but did you know you can do it all? At home?
I just sold my car.
On your phone?
I just got pre-approved. I just scheduled an oil change.
Whenever, wherever.
I just bought a new car.
Anything and everything, whenever and wherever. LutherAuto.com. You can do it all.
Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet. large selection, and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Welcome back, everybody. Before we continue with our post-period analysis, this is a good time to say thank you to all of our sponsors for being a part of Friday Night Ice, and thank you to the Iron Trail Motors Event Center for hosting us tonight.
The people here have rolled out the red carpet. They've helped us get set up. They've done everything we've asked. It was great. The best media day I've ever had was here. They took care of us, and it's been just a splendid experience. They've already talking about us coming back, so it's exciting, and I thank them for their welcoming spirit.
I gave myself a little tour of the facility, so I did see the trio of ballrooms in the hallway on the other side of the building.
I was here a couple of years ago, actually last year, on our media trip up for the Hermantown and Hibbing, and stopped in and did an interview with Coach Miskovich, and we went Miskovich. That is called.
You said Miskovich.
I have a lot of Iron Range names in my head here right now. Niskanen. And we sat in the conference room next door. I thought I was on Wall Street.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
So beautiful here.
Tony,
so beautiful here.
I got married a year ago in the fall in downtown St. Paul, Irvine Park, with a fountain and the shrubbery and I made a mistake. I should have gotten married here at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center, Ballroom C.
Beautiful.
I should have.
Beautiful.
Maybe I can talk Laura
Very
into
lucky.
coming back up here and renewing our vows.
You should.
Here or something. To get back into the hockey, it is 3-2 Rock Ridge. Kaz Carlson with the go-ahead goal. The other two goals for the Wolverines scored by Tyler Forsberg and Rory Scuffy, who's got an all-time hockey name, Rory Scuffy does. The two goals for Grand Rapids scored by Will Shermoen and Ander Ryla, though, by the way, Nate Garski was banging his stick on the ice during a sequence down here. I think Nate Garski might be knocking on the door of a goal.
I think Nate's gonna have a big third period. He's gonna have to. Someone's got to lead this team in the third period. We talked. I've called him the Conehead line. That first line by Grand Rapids. You got Carlson, Shermoen, and Ryle. They've been the ones generating the most offense. If something's gonna happen, I think it's gonna come from that top line.
Now we've picked on Garski a little bit, hoping that he will step up. I'll offer you a Rock Ridge player who I believe should step up. Jackson Bardovich, an incredibly talented sophomore. He's got 13 points this season. I'd like to see him throw his weight around a little bit in the offensive zone.
I think so too. I think Jackson's definitely got that capability to make it happen. They got a couple of nice sophomores, like Cole Headley, we've seen moved over from Hermantown. He's gotten some ice time tonight. Dembaro, the youngest Dembaro, he's gotten some ice time here today.
Cruz Greshner.
Yes, Cruz has been fantastic.
There you go, Cruz Greshner.
It's really good. So they got a nice sophomore class to complement the entire team. So
they do. The shots on goal, 21-13 in favor of Rock Ridge. What does Grand Rapids have to do to get more shots on goal? Because 13's not going to cut it.
Well, I think it all starts with their forecheck. They've had, like you said, their guys have been very high, very lackadaisical. They got to really start to pour it on here in the third period, get more aggressive up front.
And what do you think Rock Ridge has to do to protect the lead?
I think for them, it's their defense. You know, their defense has done well. Their defense has got to secure things in front of their own net. No loose pucks like they had in the first period. I thought they locked it down nicely in the second.
All right, through two periods, Rock Ridge leads Grand Rapids 3-2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the third period right after this.
Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet, large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Because the air feels different this early. Because good enough isn't. Because the bench is colder to me. Because last one on the ice means more than extra laps. Because medals are meant to be earned. That's why I'm next.
Luther Auto, proud supporters of Minnesota youth hockey.
When life adds a new ache, stiffens your stride, cuts the fun short, slows your hustle, puts the pause on play, Summit Orthopedics Urgent Care is here to pick you up, to dust you off, to get you back to the things that matter most, and to get you back to living life at your Summit.
Everyone knows Luther does it all, but did you know you can do it all? At home?
I just sold my car.
On your phone?
I just got pre-approved. I just scheduled an oil change.
Whenever, wherever.
I just bought a new car.
Anything and everything, whenever and wherever. LutherAuto.com. You can do it all.
I think pain that moves around, that's migratory, like, gosh, I was sore here for a couple days and now I'm sore here for a couple days. Like, migratory pain seems to be less concerning and less serious. Something that's persistent, pain that lasts more than 2 weeks, pain that seems to be resistant to other things like ice, rest, that's concerning. And anything that makes you limp is not okay. There's something wrong if you're limping. If you can't bear your own body weight on your legs, something's not right.
Back for the third period here in Virginia at the Toyota Arena. Iron Trail Motors Event Center with Tony Scott, Jeff Pappas ready for the third period. Coming up for these two teams, 4 games left tonight for Grand Rapids. After tonight, they are at Denfeld, at the Heritage Center in Duluth, at Westman Arena against Superior, at Benilde, and home against Hermantown. Their last 4 games will be difficult ones indeed. Rockridge with 3 games left. Champlain Park and Cambridge Isandi at home, and then off to Duluth to take on the Denfeld Hunters at the Heritage Center. Third period underway, and carryover power play is now over. Grand Rapids is at full strength. Pass to the near side, and here's Greshner shooting. Save made by Sherlock, and the rebound comes up the slot, and here come the Thunderhawks to center ice. Puck knocked away from Dylan Clayton and played back deep into the zone. It's controlled by Salisbury behind the goal. And now played up the middle, and here's Shermone to the wing boards, now to the middle for Carlson. Over the line, Carlson then lost it, got it back, centers it, and it came all the way through to the near side. So Buzzards bad luck there for Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Can't kill nothing, nothing won't die. Now here comes Rockridge back, and it's played ahead. Westby into the zone, and after it there is Dimberio, number 16, against the boards. Finally poked back and by Forsberg, and a save made. We'll get a face-off, 1:08 gone into the third period.
You go through all the section seating, you know, we'll call it jockeying that they're going through. If Rockridge wins tonight, it's anybody's guess who's going to be the 1 seed, 2 seed. Forest Lake will be the 1, but after that, it's anybody's guess.
Is it done by QRF?
No, it's not anymore.
Okay, because I'm
it's
looking
a coach vote again. A certain coach from the east side of Duluth is no longer coaching in the section. That changed immediately. Mike Randolph did not want it to be coach vote. He wanted it to be by the computer.
Well, as I look at the QRF, it has Grand Rapids 3 and Rockridge 4.
Correct.
Marshall is the first, Duluth Marshall, the first team as the puck comes onto the goal.
Yeah, but they just lost. They just got doubled up by Grand Rapids this week. So
yeah, so 16-3, 16-3-2 the Hilltoppers are, as they've spent a long time rebuilding that program. Forest Lake is second in QRF at 12-7-1. There's only, 3 teams that are over 500 in the section at the moment.
I've said this before. The winner of 7A should play in the 7AA state tournament, and the winner of 7AA should play in the 7A state tournament.
Section 7A is loaded.
That's crazy.
Now here comes a shot, and that goes wide of the goal from the stick of Bobby Headley.
Scuffy's been good tonight, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Now here come the Thunderhawks in, a shot, and a penalty coming as Clayton came in. He was stopped, but now a penalty is being assessed. And
Dylan Clayton has just played some good ball tonight, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Third line centerman, senior. Dad, Brad's a scout for 3 different junior teams, Omaha. I don't know, I can't remember what the Null team is. His Null 3 team is the Granite City Lumberjacks, and just a long-time coach in the Grand Rapids system. Good man, good hockey guy.
Third power play for Grand Rapids, and an important one. A cross-ice pass, and Carlson fanned on it, and he had it set up too. Now played back into the
That thing was practically in the back of the net. A little tip by the Rockridge D.
Now played back deep into the Grand Rapids zone on the near side. Shermone has it. Goes back behind the net. First 30 seconds gone on the power play as of right now. Now a pass to the near side, and here's Carlson over the line, and his pass winds up deflecting over the glass and into the crowd. We'll get a face-off, and a good crowd here tonight, as we mentioned.
Very good crowd.
Nice atmosphere in this building.
How many times did you see a hockey game at the Virginia Miners building?
I saw a few, not as many as I wanted to.
So cool.
I love that building, though. I mean,
the lighting in there was fantastic.
Yes, that
so
is true.
bright on the ice lighting.
You know, there really wasn't an old
blue, everything but the ice.
Whoa, save, and they score! Sweeping around behind the net, Dylan Clayton. And Grand Rapids ties it on the power play at 3.
The most deserving Thunderhawk put the puck in the net there. He's worked his tail off tonight. Dylan Clayton ties it at 3.
Power play goal, and both of the teams are 1 for 3 with the man advantage now. And Rapids is back on level terms at 2:47.
I had spent a lot of time with Grand Rapids kids on Media Day on Wednesday, and all those kids, Clayton, Garski, Lampa, they promised me that they would do the Mike Ruzioni tiptoe celly, and I haven't seen one yet. I'm kind of disappointed. I was explaining to them that one of the things I jealous about another penalty coming up here. I was jealous that when I was a kid, celebrating wasn't a big thing. You would only celebrate if it was a magnanimous moment, right?
Yeah.
A big moment is when you did it, and the only celebration would be the tiptoe across the ice. That's the game was over when you tiptoed, right?
Yeah. Well, let's check out this penalty now. Grand Rapids going right back on the power play, and it is going to be Dimberio going to the penalty box, as you see.
I don't know what Seth Carlson is over there asking for. He's maybe asking for more than 2 minutes. Yeah.
Roughing is the penalty.
Can you get any more? I didn't really see much of a penalty there.
I didn't either. Then you and I were talking about Miners Memorial at the time. You know, there aren't a lot of the great old buildings up here that you don't love. I mean, this is the cradle of the sport in this state and the sport that we all love. Here's a shot by Clayton, stick lifted though, and now here's a shot from the wingboards by Garski, and that is broken up. Now Garski again goes behind the net. Try to reverse, and it comes to the left point for Will Shermone. Now into the circle, here's a shot, and an easy glove catch for Jonason off of Nate Garski.
Shermone just getting chewed out by Grant Clapton. Will, get over here. He comes over and says something and puts him right back out there.
Now Shermone over to the far side. One-timer right on by Clayton, and the puck is cleared.
Plenty of time for Rapids.
Minute 20 in the power play. And now here they come. Shermoen through center, pass to the left for Carlson. Over the line, Seth Carlson centers, and it hits the outside of the net. And that's picked up and cleared rink wide all the way down the ice.
2 good clears by Casimiro there. I like how the PA guy also gives him his God-given name, Casimiro.
Yes. And now picked up, and Duell will play it in, but I think it's offside. And finally, Rockridge is able to gain possession, and where is it? It's
Puck got
out of
caught
play.
in Anders' skates, or underneath his, it was in his skate, actually. Anders, a heck of a talent. Love to see the way he's progressed. In his early years, he was a Greenway kid, so every one of the youth events, he'd show up in the off season with his green helmet on. He'd always come and goes, "Do you remember me?" I'm like, "Ander, I'll never forget you. You got slick hands." And then he played in our golf thing this past fall, and man, was he a humorous kid, really comfortable in his skin, we'll just say that.
30 seconds on the power play, pass too far for Shermoen on the left, and it winds up again going out of play. So we'll get a face-off with 26 seconds of power play to go, 3-3 in the third period, 12-10 to play in regulation. Wouldn't it be fun if our last game wound up going overtime?
You just jinxed it.
Probably.
Well, the thing is, it's not like a youth tournament where it can go to double overtime and a shootout. It's 8 minutes and done, right?
Agreed. Now here's Carlson shooting right on, and a save made by Jonason. That took about 5 seconds off the power play time, 20 seconds remaining in it.
But the key is to get the offensive zone face-off and a new set of Thunderhawks.
I kind of feel at the moment like I'm being watched over by greatness.
By Carl?
Yeah.
Carl's in the house, Carl East, from our Rink of Fire podcast. He says this is the most complete game he's seen Rockridge play all year.
Really? Well, he would know. And now over the line. Penalty is over, and Rockridge at full strength. Grand Rapids buzzing down below the goal line as the puck comes up the slot. A shot, and that's fought off by the goaltender. Shermoen took it, and it's cleared down the ice. And chasing after it, Salisbury will be icing against Rockridge with 11:29 left now. But the penalty over, and that's the important thing from their point of view.
Thunderhawks kind of taking control of this thing, don't you think? This is the complete opposite of Tuesday night. They got a lead over Marshall, and they just put on snooze control, not cruise control. They fell asleep, and Marshall really poured it on, but they couldn't put it in. There was 5. They got it to 5-3, but they eventually got an empty net goal. Grand Rapids did.
Now a shot from the right point. We have puck play to the high stick, waved off as the shot came in from Simons, and now here comes Rockridge back. And the play on the boards there by Salisbury to pinch Cal Scott out of the play.
No, that was Bialke.
Not Scott.
Cal Scott
Bialke.
is
Scott's not playing. Yes.
in the bleachers somewhere, or maybe he's on the bench. Yeah, he's on the bench. There, I see him.
You know, the older my eyes get, the more I see numbers that aren't there.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
It's okay. Especially the 8s and 9s. Those are the hardest ones.
Oh,
especially Bialke's. Look at his jersey tucked in.
I know.
So he could be an 8, as far as you know. Good pass.
There's a break in on the right, a shot, and a save by Sherlock against Bardovich. Now another centering pass comes around behind the net. Carlson in the corner, and it gets past the defender on that side. Greshner, here's a race for it. Garski after it, and Garski goes in against the boards. He takes the hit from Pipkin and plays the puck back towards the point. It's chopped on out to center, and Grand Rapids in the center circle will pick it up. And Raiola goes down, and a penalty coming against Rockridge.
That's on Bardovich, I think.
Stepped on a stick blade and went down, and that's going to be Bardovich going again for Rockridge. Time of the penalty is 6 minutes and 38 seconds.
Given Ethan Andreessen, our crack staff reporter, Rink of Fire podcast guy, and we're going to get a timeout for Rapids. Telling Ethan we're not going to go to a commercial break.
This is an interesting choice. I mean,
I love it.
You get the break and you take the timeout.
I think we're going to go to a commercial break during the timeout right now. We'll do that right now.
All right.
Every day, Minnesota students learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties from iron ore mining and taconite leases contribute the most, nearly 70%. Minnesota Mines, supported by Minnesota Mines.
Grand Rapids Chevrolet. Large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
As you look at some of the assembled here at Virginia tonight, the Iron Trail Motors Event Center, and an overhead look at the young man about to face another barrage, Wyatt Jonason. Face-off will come to his left.
So you're not a fan of the 10-minute, 22-second timeout, are you?
I didn't say I wasn't.
I
said
like
it's
it.
a great idea. It just gives us, he knows he's getting a TV timeout later, so he's got basically 2 timeouts to take.
We just took it away from them, so that was their immediate timeout right there.
Aha!
We'll play straight through.
Ooh, now that will be a matter of some controversy. Here comes. Oh, a nice move and a shot right on, and a good break in there by Landon Matheson. Puck comes up the slot, and again, Rockridge dangerous short-handed. And here comes Seth Carlson over the line. Carlson throws it across. Here's Clayton. Into the corner. Now leaves it there. And Grand Rapids will work on the half wall. Now a puck to the point for Shermone. Now Garski down low, centering pass. And Clayton couldn't get to it, but it comes right back to the Thunderhawks. Now here's a pass over to the far side. Ooh, centering pass and a chance for Garski. Now up the slot. Here's Shermone feeding it to the right. Now another centering pass, and that one winds up off to the corner boards as Clayton goes after it. Now behind the net. Now on a sharp angle, Garski. Now he will take it back to the boards. And now with 52 seconds in the power play, feeds the point. Thunderhawks work it around. And Shermone again. Now over to the near side, Garski closing, and he feeds it to the net. Oh, a backdoor for Carlson, and he fanned on it. That was lovely execution, and a shot winds up coming off the goaltender down in front of the net, and Rockridge will pick it up and clear. And with 25 seconds in the power play, boy, that was close.
Some great pass. That pass by Carlson was elite.
And now here is Grand Rapids. Salisbury hooked at, and there's a penalty coming again to Rockridge. They can't get out of their own way here in the third period. And it's Kaz Carlson, who they can ill afford to have in the penalty box.
They'll go 5-on-3 for 11 seconds. I think we've done enough games now where you know my opinion on 5-on-3s. You got to get that puck into the cookie jar. Don't settle for a perimeter shot.
Yep. 5-on-3 for 11 seconds.
It's plenty of time, especially if they got to win that draw.
Barring any other goals, of course.
Here you go. Watch. They'll shoot from the perimeter.
3 seconds. Here's the shot.
That's a good shot. That was a good shot.
Garski couldn't connect, and now the power play continues as they work in. Here's a shot, and it's Ryla putting it off the goaltender. Now to the right point. Here's Seth Carlson.
Oof.
Another power play for Grand Rapids. Rockridge penalized 4 times so far in the third period. And Rapids trying to find the spot. Oh, a bad centering pass there is picked off. And now a pass up the middle. Here's Westby breaking in. What? Does he score? No. Waving it off.
No, it was never a goal.
Because he had the puck tied up against the post, and then the goal came off.
He just lost control of the puck and rammed into the goaltender. And It wasn't even a good shot or a good move, really.
As you look at...
He's going to want that one back.
Colton Bialke. I would think that John Westby, who has 6 goals this season, would be thinking about that one tonight. Here's a shot, and a save made. Again, a shorthanded shot by Rockridge with Jacob Coombe. Now to center, here comes Grand Rapids. Pass to the near side, Verschy will play over the line. Now drops it to the left point, and Salisbury.
I'm not even sure this is a power play unit for Grand Rapids right now. That other crew's been out there for so long.
Yes.
They needed a rest. I think Coach Clafton's like, we got to reset our lines, or else we're going to be in a lot of trouble if we keep these guys out too much longer.
Out of the near side, here's Salisbury over the line. Salisbury drops it to Verschy, back to Salisbury. 27 seconds in the power play. And now it goes down deep. Lampa after it. He can't get there, and the puck is cleared. And Verschy will come back for it. 15 seconds in the power play. 6:48 to go in the third period. A 3-3 tie. It's been a fun one.
And now he's got his power play 1 back out there with 8 seconds to go. It's kind of odd. I thought he'd get his top line out, but no, he's...
Now here's Salisbury. To the near side, Verschy. And over the line, Ryala cuts for the net and now goes behind to take the pass. Feeds to the right point, and a one-time shot by Salisbury deflected, and now Grand Rapids in the near corner looking to come out. They do, and Clayton fanned on it. The puck comes to the point and out, and Rockridge will start back in. And breaking for the net is Carlson. Oh, what a move! He shot it into the goaltender, and Bialke missed an open net. But there is a penalty coming on Grand Rapids.
Well, this game just got interesting, didn't it?
It sure did.
Bialke, wow, fired one right into the side of the cage as he was sliding on the ice.
And heading to the penalty box, Seth Carlson.
A lot of penalties in this game. Crazy.
11:05 the time of this one. Power play number 4 for Rockridge. Tripping is the penalty as Sherlock makes a save.
What a tough call that is to make. There's so much chaos in front of the net. And Bialke got dragged down by Carlson in the midst of it all.
Face off to the right of Sherlock. Now comes to the right, Greshner. And they'll work it around. Here's a shot by Kaz Carlson, picked up and cleared.
I don't like where Kaz is shooting that puck right now. Way too high and not enough interference in front of the net.
Now they're going to ice it, which will be worse. And
yeah,
minute 28 in the power play.
Coach Niskanen is like scratching his eyes out right now.
Which is quite a sight, to be honest. Matt Niskanen, second
he's
season here.
He's not literally doing that, but he's like, come on, this is painful. Do it like I did it. Probably what he should say.
Well, easier said than done.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
The literal definition. There's a shot from the faceoff, and Grand Rapids comes up with a shorthanded shot by Ryala.
Man, the shorthanded opportunities for both teams today have been incredible.
And now picked up and backhanded by Clayton, but only to the red line. Pass for Kaz Carlson on the near side, broken up by Shermoen, and now played back into the Rockridge zone. Just over a minute left in the power play, and here they come. This is Greshner over the line. Cruz Greshner forced behind the net by Shermoen, and now it comes out to the left point where it's picked up by Bardovich. And now over to Greshner. And he gets it back on a return pass, has trouble with it, but keeps it in. Greshner, now a centering pass. Oh, a backhanded chance at the right edge, and diving Sherlock takes it away from Kaz Carlson.
How did that go in?
I don't know, but
How did that go in?
But you can.
You would have to try not to score there. The goalie just fell down, left the net wide open, and they passed it right through his legs into his glove.
Well, now you can call him No Shot Sherlock.
Oh, no shot.
And a timeout with 4 minutes and 34 seconds to go. I've been waiting all night for that.
And we will take a break.
We will take a break?
In just a second, yeah.
All right.
Because the air feels different this early. Because good enough isn't. Because the bench is colder to me. Because last one on the ice means more than extra laps. Because medals are meant to be earned. That's why I'm next.
Luther Auto, proud supporters of Minnesota youth hockey.
All right, back at Iron Trail Motors Event Center. You see it on the scoreboard in front of you. It is a tight one. 3-3 with 4:34 to go, 39 seconds of penalty to kill. Both teams have used their timeouts. And here's Greshner from the faceoff. Back over to Bardovich. High in the slot, Bardovich feeds over to the far side for Kaz Carlson, and then now they crisscross. Nice play there as Carlson comes up the slot, and it's blocked. And a chance up the middle for Grand Rapids. Poking it ahead was Garski, and a shot. Not by Garski as he goes after the puck as Duell actually surpassed him in the race for the puck. And now here comes Rockridge back. And everybody scrambling. 11 seconds in the penalty. Here's a shot and a save made by Sherlock, and that's going to involve Salisbury going over to have a word with Cruz Greshner as we get a face-off with 8
Sherlock
seconds
made
left.
the save and then did the oops, did I lose it? And he did not. What an interesting play. Garski blocks a shot, gets the lead on Carlson, and Duell walks right by him and takes him in and gets a good scoring opportunity.
Carlson had Garski tied up, and he was fortunate Duell was next to him to take over the breakaway.
Basically did.
Now back behind the goal, and bodies flying everywhere up the slot. There's a shot that's blocked and now controlled by Headley on the far side. He shoots, and now Grand Rapids back at full strength as Forsberg throws it towards the front of the net. It's loose and finally cleared behind the net to safety as Grand Rapids picks its way to center ice, and over the line comes Ryala. And then he plays it down behind the net, puck with a high stick, and that is now taken off as here comes Rockridge again. Coombe tries to play it out, winds up back in the left corner for Forsberg with 3.5 minutes left. And now cleared to center ice, and now into the zone, and here comes Amundsen. He shoots, he scores! Caden Amundsen with 3:18 to go. Rockridge takes the lead 4-3. 13 minutes, 42 seconds, the time of the goal. Rockridge in front.
Too many times tonight, both sides, there have been way too much free time to shoot the puck, and the goalies have played outstanding tonight. This was the time. Amundsen with an absolute pill below blocker side to give the Wolverines a 1-goal lead.
Second goal for the senior, Caden Amundsen. And now played back into their zone from the faceoff, and Grand Rapids without a timeout will have to do this the hard way. Gavin Wudnich with an assist, his first point of the season for
And we had Wudnich at Media Day.
And now they come right back in, Grand Rapids does, and Garski puts one wide. Now, rink wide, it comes out to center ice, and it's backhanded ahead by Stupar. And long pass up the middle, tipped into the Grand Rapids zone. 2.5 minutes coming up to play. Stupar feeds it over to the right, and we'll see if Rapids has anything left in the tank here as it's played out by Coombe. And now loose at center ice and finally picked up by Carlson. Seth Carlson over the line, comes to the left, through a screen, shoots, and Jonason makes the save. And we'll get a face-off in the Rockridge zone with 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go.
I got a sneaky feeling that that's his second goal of his career. If you think about it, if your senior year and you only had one goal, I'm guessing he didn't have a pile of goals as a junior. What a thrill for that young man.
Played around to the far boards and out. The center ice as Matheson plays it in, and the goaltender, Sherlock, missed the cutoff. Now played to Kaz Carlson, shot, save made by Sherlock off to the far boards. Coombe plays it behind the goal as we are under 2 minutes now to go.
Goalie will be coming out soon. As long as they get the puck out of the zone, right?
Agreed. Kaz Carlson behind the goal, and now comes to the circle, drops it towards the right point for Forsberg. He takes a shot that's well wide, and the carom comes around to the far side where Bialke has it. Back around to the near side for Carlson. And now
this pressure is amazing right now by Rockridge, right?
It's good forecheck. Get the puck deep.
Clock
keep it
is
there.
just ticking.
Minute 23 to go, and Rapids can't get out of their zone. Now it's played back behind the net, and the carom will be picked up by Salisbury with a minute 14 left.
45 seconds of just burnt clock right now by Rockridge.
And now Salisbury tries the left side. They do clear the zone. Carlson plays it ahead. Goaltender looking for instructions as we hit the 1 minute mark, and now here comes Garski back. Here comes the goaltender. Garski tries to cut to the slot, and Frederick took it off him. Now the puck is cleared and out to center ice. Goaltender is out with just under a minute to play, and here's Duell over the line. Jamison Duell up the slot, going right in on goal. He shoots, a save, a rebound, and that's knocked away somehow. And comes back out to center ice, and Stupar feeds it over to the right. And now closing Garski, and it's picked up in the left corner with 30 seconds to go as Rockridge trying to close in on the win as it comes out to center ice. Clayton, no, check that, Riola, far side, and here's Duell over the line. He goes down, penalty coming, and a shot right on and a save made. We have 20 seconds to go and an offensive zone faceoff coming up with a 6-on-4 advantage as Duell went in hard against the boards. And
I don't know what the call
called.
was for. It was a body check. I don't know what it was called for. I think these refs just love lifting their arm up because that was just a good, clean check. He called roughing. It was a rough hit, but I did not feel like in this instance that was warranted a power play. It was a heavy hit, no question.
Last stand
Obviously,
for the
face-off here is crucial.
Thunderhawks.
And Rockridge wins it. They're doing the little things, Jeff.
Now cleared out.
That's it. It's going to be a miracle now.
Here come the Thunderhawks. They shoot it in.
10 seconds, not enough time.
Forsberg clears around on the near side. 5 seconds to go, 4-3. Now a chance, here's a shot, and right on! They got a shot with 1 second to go. And a save made as Riola had the shot. And we're going to get a face-off with less than 1 second to go. Now you're talking miracle territory here.
Yep.
And the face-off will come to the right of Jonason. And the puck is down. The game is over. And Rockridge comes up with a victory. 4-3 over Grand Rapids. And, well, the Section 7 AA is higgledy-piggledy now.
Nobody knows. Forest Lake will definitely get the top seed now. Rangers coach Jay Ekman is celebrating somewhere in the northern suburbs of the Twin Cities right now. He has locked up the #1 seed.
There were 30 shots on goal in the third period in this game.
30 shots. There were. That's crazy.
Rockridge had 16 for a game total of 37. Grand Rapids had 14 for a game total of 27.
How fun is that? I mean, Caden, what a game. Caden Odmondson gets the game-winning goal. His second of the season. He's going to get interviewed by Olivia King in just a few minutes, but they got to go through the handshake line, and I'm sure a couple other celebrations here. Maybe we'll have another Ojibwe drum corps or something. This has been a crazy night. There's been so much. What's that word we're looking for?
Intensity.
The intensity here has been crazy.
Yep, I think that's a good word for it.
Sensory overload for hockey fans tonight. What a game.
Rockridge goes to 11-11 with the win. Grand Rapids to 8-12-1. Rockridge had lost 3 of their last 4 coming in to this game, and now they get to the break-even mark right at the death of the season here. So
yeah, what a game.
Now we have Olivia King down on the ice, who somehow is managing to stand there in heels. I have a hard time with my...
She can do it all.
She can
do it all.
All right, she's ready to go. She has the scorer of the game-winning goal, Caden Amundsen, and Greg Tinty down there to do the honors. Let's go to her.
Olivia King here with player of the game, Caden Edmundson of Rockridge. Caden, you scored the game winner here tonight. Walk me through that goal.
Felt good. Teammate chipped it up. Just buried it.
Talk to me a little bit more about your line mates.
Got Kobe Headley, Gavin Winich, and Roy Scuffy at the moment. Love them.
You guys played in front of a packed house here tonight. What does that mean to have your community out here to support you?
Feels good. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Caden. Congrats on a great game. We'll be back here with Friday Night Ice after a word from our sponsors.
They'll tell you, if you stay and play high school hockey, you won't make it to the next level. They rarely talk about how special it is to play for your community. To represent where you came from, to wear your school's colors, working one-on-one with coaches, and best of all, playing with your best friends. It can be difficult to know if you're hitting the mark. But when you're hitting the mark, you'll know. Custom hockey jerseys proudly made in the USA.
Lots of pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every brew pub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of brew pub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub, lots and lots of pizzas, the ingredients for a great...
Everyone knows Luther does it all, but did you know you can do it all? At home?
I just sold my car.
On your phone?
I just got pre-approved. I just scheduled an oil change.
Whenever, wherever.
I just bought a new car.
Anything and everything, whenever and wherever. LutherAuto.com. You can do it all.
For one final time from the top of the Bleachers post-game show here, and what a finish we just had in Virginia, Minnesota. Rockridge with a 4-3 win over Grand Rapids. Tony, what'd you see?
Well, I saw a kid by the name of Caden Osmondson pull off probably the goal of his life.
To date.
2,000 fans, third period, 3 minutes to go. Boom, he beats the goaltender low blocker side. Every kid dreams of that moment, and his dreams came true today.
It may not have been one of the traditional household names for Rockridge.
No.
As far as we can tell, that's Amundson's second goal of his career.
High school career, yeah.
A brief Google search tells me he is a very good baseball player and on the Minnesota Northern Dean's list.
I like that, and he did a great job in his interview with Olivia King, so he has just knocked it out today. Absolutely.
He certainly did. A final scoring summary here for Rockridge: Tyler Forsberg, Rory Scuffy, Kaz Carlson, and Caden Amundsen. Scoring for Grand Rapids were Will Shermoen, Dylan Ryla, and Andon Ryla.
Yeah.
And Dylan Clayton.
Yes.
There, I got the names right eventually. Ander Ryla.
Yep,
Oh,
there you go. You'll get it.
Just give me another year of Friday Night Ice and I'll figure it out.
Nearly perfect tonight. You had to screw up eventually.
The shots on goal, 37-27. In the end, Tony, if you look at the box score, I think the biggest gap between losing and winning for Grand Rapids, 0 for 4 on the power play in the third period alone.
It's funny, when they got to that little mini 5-on-3, their top power play line was getting tired. They were out there so much in that extended period, and it kind of threw them off in the last 6 minutes because had got
due for Section 7 AA. It's a bit of a quagmire, to put it lightly, with Forest Lake, Grand Rapids, and Rockridge.
If I could go back in time and Mike Randolph were still in the section, QRF is the way to go right now. It is the way to go because everybody's beating everybody. So would be number 1 right now in the section, and they just lost to Grand Rapids, and Rockridge beat Grand Rapids.
Oh my!
Nobody knows. Nobody knows who's gonna be number 1 through number 5 at this point. Duluth East and Duluth Marshall still have to play one more game.
Oh my gosh!
So when that game happens, tune in to Carl East, and he'll tell you. He will tell you.
Over there.
Oh, he knows all 7AA. But I feel like being up here for a week, I'm getting to know it a little bit better.
Yeah, that's Tony's way of saying if you have a problem with anything,
just go to Carl.
Talk to Carl.
Talk to Carl. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Talk to Carl.
But
don't talk to either of us.
We think, at least Carl does, he thinks that Forest Lake has locked it up.
All right.
And I think that's fair enough.
That's fair.
So
I wouldn't ask either of us.
Congratulations, Jackman. You are now the hunted.
4-3 Rockridge over Grand Rapids. A fabulous goal by Caden Amundsen, his second of his career. What a way to get your second career goal, and what a way for us to
learn and grow thanks to our excellent public school system. And every year, our schools receive millions from the state's permanent school fund, which earns money through school trust lands. This school year, the fund will distribute a record $48.9 million across hundreds of schools. Rents and royalties.
Chevrolet. Large selection and low prices. Highway 169 South. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.